So this season, fall 2024, maybe the best season you ever seen coming out right now, bro. DandaDan, bro. Come on now. Bleach, come on now. Blue Box, and Re Zero sucks. Anyways, man, we're back with another pod. We're gonna be giving our first impressions. What the fuck is happening? Is this shit gonna be crazy? I think it is, man. Let's talk about it, man.
I preferred Ichiban's intro, bro.
Well, yeah, that's first and foremost.
Yeah, I prefer Ichiban's
Tap
intro,
into the
bro.
live stream, twitch.tv/The Flow Anime Podcast to see Ichiban's intro. Second, what's up with the Re Zero disrespect?
No, so, RJ, what are your thoughts on this season so far? Man, thanks for coming on the pod, man. We appreciate it. It's always great to have you.
God, bro.
My thoughts is that Re Zero is the best anime airing right now. Let me see.
Thank you. Nah, I disagree.
But it is, but I wouldn't say the best, but I think it is one of the best anime airing right now. I'm not gonna hold you. Respect to Isekai Goat. Mushoku Tensei fans could never.
I had to hate, man. But it's good. It's really cool. It's cool.
Man, we have so many agendas flying today, and I'm gonna have to come back on.
Yeah, no, this season's kicking off to a good start. You know, probably the best season we're gonna have all year. Spring will be second. You know, definitely better than last season. Last season was a little dry. You know, some good shows there.
Yeah,
most of them were okay.
Better than winter, at least.
This season, what did you say?
Summer's better than winter, at least.
True.
Yeah. Better than winter. Winter was ass. But yeah, no. So far, this season's kicking off to a great start. I mean, I can't complain.
Type shit.
As we all predicted.
What's good, Umbra Nova in the chat, man? What's good?
Shout out.
There's some fire shit starting. I ain't gonna cap. There's one.
If there are any ladies
that I personally, as much as I would love to say Re Zero is like best of the season, there's one like dark horse that I think is actually like gonna be best.
Talk about it.
I'm investing stocks immediately.
Is it one that like we've hyped up?
Nah.
Talk about it. Let's hear it, bro. Let's get into it. We don't gotta waste time.
Talk about Blood Battle Brigade.
There is a series called. Let me get the name. I forgot the name. There's a series called Orb on the movements of the Earth.
I have to watch that.
That trailer looked amazing.
I think that trust me, like the quality for the first two episodes. I haven't seen the third episode because it dropped today. I ain't got a chance to peep it yet. But the first two episodes, amazing. I have stocks. It's pretty much it's about it's set in the 15th century in Poland, where pretty much being a heretic will get you burned on a stake for going against obviously the religion of Christianity. Shit. Pretty much there's a kid, the protagonist, Rafael, is a prodigy, and he is supposed to, or he's going to university. He's skipped. He's a prodigy. He's smart as shit. But he's pretty much going to university, and he's supposed to study theology. But instead, he has a knack for astrology.
Okay.
Pretty much things that he's not meant to be studying, given, obviously, if you were to talk about it, because they believe that obviously the sun, the earth is the center of the universe and everything to do with religion. But obviously astrology, you can tell.
So this is before Galileo. Damn.
And obviously the planets revolve around the sun and shit. But he meets this mystery man that mentors him and pretty much like pushes him down a path to fully like gun to study astrology and find out like the truth and pretty much get believers to, you know what I'm saying, understand what's really going on in the world and not to believe the stuff that they are taught. But trust me, like it is amazing. I think it's very deep and thought provoking. Had me engaged the entire time. Like the first opening line of episode 1, I was hooked immediately. But you know what I'm saying, very you know what I'm saying, philosophical piece of fiction, and it's down my alley. That's why I'm putting stocks in it
over here, man.
I'm putting stocks in it now, bro. Especially the manga's has won like an Osamu Tezuka award. Yeah, and it's got nominated. It's placed really high. So the manga's actually, I hear amazing things about the manga. So that's my dark horse for the season. So
it's also a series that I've been looking forward to. I don't think it'll outshine some of the more hype things this season that we'll of course talk later. But
I have a take.
Delivered said take.
Over which one?
Now, because I know what you're going to say, so I'll just get the take out of the way now. If we're talking the first 2 episodes, I think Orb's first 2 episodes are way better than DandaDan's first 2 episodes.
I wouldn't even gonna say DandaDan.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Because it's less weird than DandaDan. Like I can see the glass ceiling for DandaDan. I don't think it will happen because I think the presentation of it has gotten a lot of people who were like a little bit on the fence. And also, I didn't think that there was as much vitriol for episode 1 as like some manga readers thought there would be.
All right, fuck it. I'll go even bigger then. I think it's had the best introduction thus far. This
Crazy.
Season.
Can't speak on that, but
I gotta see
I haven't
it.
seen it yet, bro. But it sounds good though.
I can believe it though. It's a Madhouse anime. Like you said, the manga's been nominated for I believe several Tezuka awards.
It won the Tezuka award. I think it got second in another award and was nominated for like 2 more. Then it got like 15th in like another. It's pretty much like it is very like well acclaimed.
And it's gonna outlast a lot of these because it is a 2-core series.
And I think it's gonna adapt to 25 episodes, the entire manga. I think the manga's like 62 chapters, so
62, 68, something like that.
Yeah,
it and Blue Box are the what's it called?
Okay,
the main 2 cores. For this season.
Okay. Oh, I think I don't know if I think
Re
Zero
Daima.
Daima too. Daima's also
Daima's gonna be 20 episodes,
something like that.
And this is another one. Trillion Game is also going to be a 2-core series.
Trillion Game.
I don't know. I doubt anyone.
So
I was
weird
waiting for the random one.
The character designs are ugly as fuck.
The character design is ugly. Trillion Game is ugly to me. Like
I'm gonna be real. Off that first episode, I don't know if it's gonna be something I'm gonna stick to, but we'll see.
So I'm not tapping.
Is it a death game?
Let me know how you feel about that because I don't. It's just too ugly for me.
It's about I want to say I don't know the full premise. I have to pull it up and read it, but I think it's like pretty much about like guys that kind of just are at the bottom of the barrel somewhat, but they want to ascend to. I'm gonna have to read it. I ain't gonna.
It seems like more like a.
It's like a gambling type. I don't know.
Yeah, it seems like a heist gambling type.
Is it better or worse than Uzamaki?
It's better than Uzamaki. Uzumaki's adaptation is horrendous.
All right.
And that's not Uzumaki's fault.
Are we gonna get into it? We getting into it?
I'm not saying anything about the series itself, but come on, episode 2.
You opened up a can of worms.
I seen the clips, man.
Okay, let's talk about Uzumaki, right?
I know the Blue Lock fan I'm talking. I'm just saying.
Hey, man. At least Blue Box a slideshow, so it doesn't hurt your eyes as bad.
Okay, before I say this, I have to say I'm not watching Uzumaki. Why? Because I'm a bitch. I read Uzumaki years ago, and that shit traumatized me. I'm not watching that shit.
Yes, we are. We are.
You get traumatized from a book. What?
Read
it's just scary, bro. You haven't seen Junji Ito. You haven't seen Junji Ito.
Like, read that shit. I middle school RJ rented that from the library and was like, what the fuck am I reading?
Oh, goodness.
No. So I'm not watching that shit. But I will say that Uzumaki's kind of tragic for like one of the most anticipated anime like of the decade because everyone's been wanting Uzumaki to get adapted forever, and they took the plunge and decided to adapt it in black and white, which is really a really cool aesthetic for a manga of Uzumaki's kind because it plays on the fact of it being a manga for it to be as scary as it is. So to adapt it in black and white is really cool. Sad to say that corporate greed is corporate greed. You know what it is? I mean, it is what it is, So they rushed that shit with episode 2. I think the director came out, or one of the producers came out.
I see something.
Like, this is why it looks like ass. We were rushed. We're so sorry because we've been delaying this shit forever, but we were still rushed and uncompleted. He was like, the rest of the show will be of better quality, hopefully. So it's sad. It's sad that after all those delays, they dropped an episode that looked like that. So I don't blame Uzumaki. I mean, but Blue Lock on the other hand, they had time.
Before we talk about Blue Lock,
we'll go in there.
Just quickly on Uzumaki. So it was the I see this because I had this saved because I knew we were going to talk about it. It was the Uzumaki executive producer said there was a drop animation quality because I got screwed over, like RJ said. But apparently there were 3 options. These options were to not finish it, air nothing and call it a loss, B, just finish episode 1 and leave it incomplete, or C, run all 4 wards and all. So I guess that's what they ended up doing to C.
It's genuinely unfortunate.
Yeah.
Like something like imagine as an author seeing like one of your like probably no sorry not even one of it. I mean your most critically acclaimed work get done like this.
It's bad, but like, why even allow that too? Because how me personally,
you make money regardless.
Yeah, that too.
But then you destroy your legacy, almost.
No.
I mean,
You destroy the artist's legacy.
Yeah,
the guy getting the check, he's good. You don't know who he is.
Yeah.
But we all okay. So like usually, I mean, we've talked about it before. You make an anime based on a manga to introduce people who like anime to manga. So now I would say everybody who hasn't read Uzumaki, there goes the chances for them to want to read it.
I mean,
unless he makes a statement about it.
I'll say the opposite. I think if there's a terrible adaptation, a lot of people say just read the manga. I think you're gonna get quite a few amount of people that will switch over to read the manga.
Yeah, I think with something like Uzumaki, you don't really have to worry about. I don't think the anime is being made to read the manga, like because it's
25 years later.
Yeah, it's Uzumaki. It's already a household name. Like you don't. It's been a manga for so long. It's like if Berserk got a new anime.
Yeah.
No one's gonna be like, oh, they're making this so people can read the manga.
Yeah.
And traditionally, you're right, Ichiban. Like in terms of, especially like how anime like first started as like advertisement for manga. For this one, especially with how like short everything is, and like how like long it's been in the zeitgeist. The Berserk comparison is right. It's like how many people. Granted, there's probably still a lot of people who like watched Berserk 2016 and were like, "Oh, this shit's ass." Bet this shit's ass. And like have never done it, but I think especially as the community gets larger and whatnot, there's a lot more people who like if you tell them like, okay, yeah, they butchered Promised Neverland, go read that shit. Okay, they butchered Tokyo Ghoul, go read that shit. They butchered now Uzumaki for time constraint reasons, etc. Go read 19 chapters that came out when I don't know, Rurouni Kenshin was in the magazine. Like, you know, it's been that long. But it's sad to see for sure. But Junji Ito's name is printed throughout history.
I mean, he's one of the best mangaka, so regardless of how the animes turn out, he's already everyone who's cultured already knows how inspirational he is. So
I guess it's just different from my point of view as to their point of view, because like them, he wrote it, you know, he made it, and in the sense of also like he's good, he's set, his name is in history, it's all right, but also it's also like, you know, I haven't done something so grandiose, and it's like if you want to release something, make it good, especially if your name's kind of attached to it. Episode 1,
I mean, to be fair, like not all the. Sorry to cut you. Not all the time are the mangakas like involved in the production of the anime. So I would assume like majority of the time it's like it's not really up to them what happens to it.
Yeah.
But that's not what Oshinoko told me.
I see where Ichiban's coming from, because it's like I forget who just brought up Cloverworks, but yeah, it's like Cloverworks has been trying to make up for the Promised Neverland season 2 ever since, right? They have not dropped a single bad-looking anime since the Promised Neverland season 2.
And it's always like among the best-looking of the season too.
Yeah, like what did we get this year? I think we got Windbreaker one season, and then we got the Elusive Samurai next, and now we're getting the fragrance,
which is
the fragrance.
By the way,
Fragrance what?
The fragrance flower blooms. I forget the manga.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting that romance next year, and it's just like Cloverworks has not dropped a single bad-looking anime since the Promised Neverland season 2. Like they just haven't. They're really trying.
That came out.
What came out?
It's coming out in 25.
What came out?
25.
No, Promised Neverland season 2. That came out. I need to watch it then.
Oh my god!
I can't wait to see Goldie Pond animated.
Please Please stop. Y'all are in such denial. That's a big win for Cloverworks to get that anime though.
Because they had that entire year they had 2 duds. They had The Promised Neverland in season 2, and they had Wonder Egg Priority. So like they disappointed people on 2 accounts that year. Yeah, yeah, they disappointed people on 2 accounts in the same year.
Goodness
so they're
gracious,
desperately
man.
trying to make up for it, like desperately.
Oh, you just reminded me of pain. So much pain.
So
fuck, man.
I don't expect them to draw
It's
a bad
actually
product.
crazy the things that they've done since. I know how
My
good
Dress Up
Spy
Darling.
Family, My Dress Up Darling, Bochi.
Yeah, My Dress Up
Bunny.
Darling.
I don't know how good Bunny Girl Senpai looks.
It looks amazing.
Okay.
Yeah,
So that
It looks amazing.
obviously
They have not-
Windbreaker, Elusive
they
Samurai,
refuse to drop a bad looking
Trapezium.
anime.
I hear that that movie looked great. I don't know if it's good or not though.
But I mean, also, like, to be honest, this is a studio that, I mean, like, those are the 2 worst anime that they've made, like, production wise. Like, this just isn't a studio that just drops the ball for real. Like, they just
Don't they also do
they
Horimiya?
just don't.
Yeah.
I've had
Well,
the same.
they did both the main and piece.
Yeah, Horimiya is
Yeah.
valid too.
They just take good care of the adaptation more often than not. Another anime this season that I think their adaptation is getting taken care of well. Blue Box, man.
Let's talk about it.
Absolutely beautiful.
River, is that where you were going? Or where were you
Me?
going?
Where was I going? I have my standout anime
Oh
of the
my
season.
God.
I mean, if we want
Yeah,
to
never
talk
mind.
about it.
Blue Box.
Absolutely.
Blue Box looked absolutely amazing.
I
It is
watched that
everything.
first episode, and
It was
I'm not gonna lie
echoing.
to you, it was in my hand.
I think it was Ichiban for a sec.
Just being honest.
What's it
Okay.
called?
I seen the
I'll
first
take it.
3 minutes. It looks nice.
What's the first
3 minutes.
See this guy want to be a part of the conversation.
You watched the opening
up.
and a
Wants to be on the
half.
team.
I don't
He wants to be
understand.
on
It
the
wasn't.
team.
No, the opening wasn't. The opening had to
No,
happen.
let me tell you about the Blue Box anime, right? So as a manga reader, oh my god, it feels so good to say that. As a manga reader, Blue Box had always been all right for me, right? Ever since it dropped in Weekly Shonen Jump, I was like, oh, Shonen fans are just happy because they finally are fucking reading a romance for once in their life. Oh my god, this nigga. Let them know. Let them know. Oh, let them know. Shonen Jump
This
fans
shit's
are finally
peak,
happy
nigga.
they have a romance in their life, right? And I was like, it's pretty average, right? Not really doing anything special.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to the mangaka. They just got better as they went along, because Blue Box just got so much better as you keep reading it. I don't want to spoil it, but especially like after certain events go down, you just see the appeal of the entire thing, and it's like a combination between sports and romance, which, to be honest, has not been done in the in the anime industry since Chihiro Fuyu, in my opinion, and that was 2017. So with the anime dropping, the anime took all the charm of the later chapters of Blue Box and managed to, I don't know how they did it. They managed to put it in the first
day one.
From day fucking one. And it's so much better. It's so much better. I'm so excited for anime only fans to finally like experience what makes Blue Box great. Here's hoping that, because some of the scenes in the manga he like cuts out. A lot of the sports scenes like speeds through. Here's hoping the anime doesn't do that and gives us some anime original scenes. That's just my only wish. But other than that,
I just can't wait to see a certain badminton match later on in the season.
I feel like they will do that. So
I can't wait, bro.
They've already showed more of Hina in like her gymnastic shit. Like,
yeah, because they know
they're doing everything. Early on in the first 50 chapters, it's like 45% sports, 55% romance, slice of life, and like the series later like treads on to where like sports just like means less and less, especially as you get past like the main characters and what they got going on, etc. The anime already looks like it is like making it more and more balanced. Like more and more balanced, but also like the pacing between the two of them, like it is making it so seamless. Let alone just the fact that everything looks so pretty. Hina looks so amazing. Oh my god, I love it. I love it, bro. And like very much like RJ, like I've been reading this series since chapter 4 weekly. It is one of the 3 series that like since I've picked up, I have made sure to read it every week. I have not fallen behind. I fell behind on Sakamoto Days. I fell behind on Boruto. I fell behind on Mushoku Tensei. I mean, the anime just passed the manga, to be honest, and I'm not reading the light novel. It just feels so fucking good to see a series that like I've come to cherish, I've come to really love, like go through its run in the manga and whatnot, see the fucking pickup for the anime, see the support, and see it be fucking amazing. There's so many series that like could have been like just fucked up or not the best adaptation. Tokyo Revengers, eventually, The Promised Neverland over time.
Blue Lock season 2.
Blue Lock season 2. Like there, I'm blanking. Fire Punch. Like I really didn't like Fire Punch's animation. Like, and for this to be the
Fire
series
Punch.
that gets it, not Fire Punch. I'm blanking. Hell's Paradise. I didn't like the animation. I didn't like the adaptation. Yeah, Fire Punch.
Living in the future. Tell us something we don't know.
No,
animation.
That's just
Hey man, someone clip that, man. Someone clip that.
You know something we don't.
God.
It's
so great, man.
like it's making me actually, because the main girl Chi, I did not fuck with her for the longest time.
What?
I like the series from the start. I like all the characters from the start. I'm not gonna cap. I
didn't fuck with her because she seems like just bland to me. The manga really left out a lot of her kind of internal dialogue and internal screen time until like later chapters.
Yeah.
Right. But with the anime, we get that. So I'm just like, oh, you don't seem as bland anymore. You know, I'm not completely uninvested in you as a character now. And it's just such a better viewing experience if you ask me. So far,
I feel like it's just POV from the start. Like as Taiki learns more about her beyond just the admiration, we also do as the reader. I don't know. That's kind of how I viewed it. But yeah, you're right. Like all the things that like Miura got better at, like as the manga has continued, like are now being implemented day one. Like the charm, the better pacing between sports and romance, and like this is just the beginning, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. Like this series is like one that without an anime was already selling 100K in a manga in a magazine where like everyone's expecting like these teenage boys to be fighting and shit. And this is like a sports romance series where the main sport is fucking badminton. This anime is gonna do gangbusters for.
I'm not gonna lie to you though. Where I'm at in the manga, I think the manga does the like balance of sports and romance better than the anime has so far. Baron is only like 2 episodes so far, but the pacing is good though. They're adapting about like 2 chapters an episode, so.
Yeah, so
the pacing is fine.
Let it cook, especially because we're getting 2 cores as well.
The pacing's fine.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna get pretty deep into this story. I won't even say what we get to. Fuck it, bro. Episode 24. I just know I'm gonna be crying, man. Like I'm emotional right now for real, because like it's been 3 years, nigga. It's been 3. I was reading this and like 4,000 other Japanese niggas, and that's it. Like when it first started, like that's so crazy to think about.
I expected it to get canceled so fast, and I was like, "Oh, it's gonna get canceled," and it stayed, and it's still staying.
And it's here, bro. And if y'all can't tell, this is like the second time that this is like Chainsaw Man. Even Chainsaw Man, like I didn't read Chainsaw Man until after part 1 was over. So like I wasn't really like there from the start, but like this. And then we'll get to DandaDan later. Bruh. It feels so good.
He's becoming a manga leader.
It's like when you adopt a dog, and like that dog goes on and then that dog goes on to like be in like, they don't even have dogs in this, but like they win the Kentucky Derby or some shit. Like it's just amazing. Like I don't know. That's how it feels.
Yeah, it's like a proud parent moment. I felt the same way about The Promised Neverland when season 1 dropped.
Oh man.
Anyway,
RJ, where is season 2? TK and me
I don't know where it is, but it's never coming out, and you should just read the manga.
I think Blue Box is definitely I would honestly go to say I think Blue Box will probably be the best romance this year for sure. I don't even think it's going to be a debate.
Oh, for sure.
Listen,
Markain will be.
I got to go back and watch that.
Markain will be like number 2 for me. I think Blue Box. I generally think I prefer Blue Box than Markain. Well, from what I read about the manga, so I
gotta look at what romances came out this year. I'd be forgetting shows.
I guess it depends on how far too. I guess. Right?
I think Blue Box is definitely gonna be up there. I think it deserves to be up there.
Blue Box is my third. After watching all, Blue Box is like my third anticipated series this season. It was 2.
Well, what's number 2?
Re Zero.
We talking about Re Zero?
We can fuck around and talk about Re Zero right now.
We're not talking about my standout anime this season.
I hear phenomenal things about Arc 5, and even more greater things about Arc 6, which is going to be the second part to the season. But I think Re Zero has started off strong, especially like the plot, the twist at the end. Subaru just is not allowed to be happy. You've just gone right back to just straight shit.
What I love about Re Zero, and to be honest, I've been thinking about like making a video on this for like the longest time. What I love about Re Zero is something I call the Re Zero effect. Every time Re Zero airs, since season 1 has aired, it gets so much love. Like everyone is just like, this is one of the greatest isekai to ever do it, right? Nobody's doing it better than Re Zero.
Everyone.
And
they're right.
And then it ends, and then Re Zero still holds its fandom, it still holds its fan base, it still holds its talking points. But it doesn't get as much love, right? People always like, oh, I like this better than Re Zero. This is my new next thing. And then Re Zero airs another season, and people are just like, I'm sorry I ever doubted you, my goat. I'm sorry. And they always come back to it. Like it's like a reawakening for like the anime community every time Re Zero airs of why Re Zero is fucking good. It's fucking good. And
Re Zero has been amazing since season 1.
I've said strong that I think Re Zero is the best fantasy isekai
100%
currently airing. No shade to all the rest of them. I do like Mushoku. I do like Mushoku. I do like Mushoku, but I don't think it's better than Re Zero. I don't either.
I don't either.
I think
Might be
Re
with Kardiac on this one, man.
Is just such I think Re Zero is just such a because I give Mushoku Tensei grace because everyone keeps saying it's like the first to ever do it like that, right? But Re Zero is just such a, instead of the author saying, "Oh, I'm gonna write another fantasy isekai, but I'm just gonna be the writer," he took that shit and he created this entire world building lore, this entire plot and mystery story. Like you just want to know what's going on at Re Zero. Mushoku Tensei is a journey, and you like going on the journey and watch and love, seeing Rudeus go on this journey. Re Zero, you get invested in that shit. You're like, I need to know what's going on. I need to know what's going to happen to Subaru. Who are these witches? What is their ability? Like that episode 2,
character moments, the entire cast, character interactions, like everything about it.
I don't want to spoil. The episode 2 dropped. Everyone thought Reinhardt was gonna come in there on some Superman shit. Nah. Re Zero had other plans. Re Zero had other fucking plans.
Right, he's broken as fuck in the verse too.
He is broken as fuck too, and it's just like
which is just crazy.
Which is crazy, and they still found a way to do it. Like every time, I was like, Re Zero is just it's just a well written fantasy isekai. It's everything it's like got to be.
Best thing I can say about Re Zero is like you think it's going somewhere, then it just slaps the fuck out of you and says, "No, we're going this way instead." Every time, every episode, wherever you think it's going, it doesn't go there.
It slapped you, bro.
That should be hitting like a freight train, bro. That should be like when you watch. Right. Like obviously, I don't know if who's caught up.
I've seen the first half of episode 1.
Twin.
Okay. Like, the ending of episode 1. I wasn't fucking expecting it. I was like, damn, I need next week to hurry up and come.
Yeah.
I need to
You
see
mean like
episode 2.
hour, at like 1.5 hours, or you mean like at the end of 30 minutes?
No, the end of the episode.
Like the whole episode.
The whole episode.
Yeah. So the whole episode is an
Okay,
hour.
okay.
and
Yeah,
like
the first
30
episode is an hour
minutes.
and a half.
Okay.
So yeah, I saw that shit at Anime Expo. Like I saw the premiere of the first episode at Anime Expo, and yeah, I like the first hour and a half. People were like, yeah, Re Zero's back. Like the last 30 minutes, everyone's like, what the fuck? That's how you
I
end it.
still
Like,
gotta finish it.
oh my god, Re Zero's
Yes,
back.
I
This
still
man
gotta
Subaru
finish
cannot
it.
be happy. He cannot be happy.
He's not allowed to be happy.
Like I said before, Re Zero is one of those series where, like, of course, yeah, like, give it its respect. It is a great series. It is a great isekai, and I've always like held it in high regard. I've just held back on like my praise for it because it's one of the few pieces of media that like I can't really explain what it does so well that like actually attracts me, that actually like brings me back. Because like, to be honest, do I feel like the most emotional tied to the story or to the characters and whatnot? No. Do I feel mystified by its magic system and by like its world building? Not really. Do I think it's like an interweaving mystery and whatnot? To be honest, no. I'm confused by a lot of it, and that might just be like how I watch it, or how sometimes I don't watch it. That's what I'm saying. It might be on me, but that's why I refrain from like really getting into the weeds on it. But it's cool. It's really good. It's a good series that like keeps me coming back. I literally just can't tell you why. I literally can't.
To be honest,
good.
I don't want to like echo Kardiac too much here, but look, as much as I like troll on Re Zero is a good series, and I do enjoy watching Re Zero. Let me just get that out of the way. I think the only thing for me is like sometimes, we've had this discussion before on the pod, like it just doesn't hit for me like as hard as I feel like for some other people it does. Dylan, that's crazy. But I don't think
you have
it
no
hits for me as hard as
Capping
like,
on live is insane.
What do you mean?
You don't fuck with the series, bro.
No.
He's trying to jump on the bandwagon. Look at him.
That's
what, like, you
don't fuck with the series,
Stop,
bro.
What a
stop,
whore.
stop.
Exposed.
What kind of faith is this?
I haven't ever said that it's like a bad series. Like I've always said it's like a 7.5, even sometimes an 8 out of 10. Like it kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's not. It's solid.
Stop. Literally, a few pods ago, we did good premise, terrible execution, and you mentioned Re Zero.
I did, yeah.
Oh,
So what?
Not the callback.
But
This was a banned move.
Did I say it was bad, or did I say I didn't rate it at that level? I never said that.
You said it's poorly executed, though. That's pretty much the same
Yeah.
as bad.
That does not mean it's bad.
Pretty
It's
much.
poorly executed.
This looks crazy.
Like Re Zero could be executed better. Is the thing. I think.
Let me put it in soccer terms. He's saying the play wasn't bad, but you can't score.
Yeah, Re Zero just doesn't finish the play for me.
I feel like
from a
The
midfielder,
build
by
up
the
was
way.
good.
I feel like
Cardiac, shut up.
I feel like the execution is its calling card. Because I feel like what ReZero does, what other isekai don't, is it really focuses on the psychology of its characters. It really focuses on like everything is built into the psychology. Like look at the entire second season. The entire second season was nothing but our main cast going through their psychological trauma. That's what the second season
and developing.
But
like they quite literally
every single one of them
overcome their psychological trauma to pass the trial to move on from that place. Like I think that's a thing that a lot of fantasy isekai just don't do. They focus on this magical world and how cool it is, while ReZero focuses on are you good? Like are you good up here? How's up here doing? Right? And I think that's its charm.
My butt to that
the cast
is
is really the
go ahead.
one of his main strong points for the series, and like their development for sure.
I don't really care too much about the cast, and I think maybe that's me again. Like going back to Kardiac's point, kind of to some degree. Like I don't feel really any attachment to any of the characters.
He said, "Don't
particularly." Like I just don't. I think maybe that's part of what it is. Like you know, but it is cool though. I mean, it's similar to what I feel about JJK, but I do think
Don't-
ReZero.
don't.
Nah,
Don't
okay.
put
That's where I gotta step
But
in. That's where I
ReZero
gotta
is
step in.
over JJK. I will say
I gotta step in on that
because it
because-
has better elements to it than what JJK has.
I'm glad I said before this started, don't put me in this bullshit. 'Cause I don't know what the fuck this nigga just
But
said.
River, you gotta take into account that with JJK, they don't do a very good job at developing each individual side character. At least with ReZero, they do a good job at connecting the main character with its side characters. And plus, JJK already has like over 50 fucking characters. They're not gonna have a story for each one of them. And then when that whole grand tragedy happened, like a lot of us agreed, even those of us who are bigger fans than others, like we didn't feel much for when people started fucking dropping out. Like like we didn't feel much because there wasn't much development there for us to feel for it. And then they would try and like make up for it by doing this whole like flashback shit for some of them too, and we were still like, what the fuck is this? Like, why didn't you do that earlier?
Nah, you can say her name. We all know her name. Anyway.
No, but
Yeah, but then with
You can
with
say her name.
ReZero,
We know
like
her
they, I feel like it's just more fucking intense. It's way more intense in ReZero. There were so many moments where I was like, holy shit! I was like with like TK, I was like, this man cannot get a break. And when you expect it to go one way because we're all optimistic and we believe in that whole like they'll persevere storyline, that shit don't work out. That shit don't fucking work out. It's just not.
It's like
sunshines and
one
rainbows.
thing I will say though is that like if you're not engaged or like connected to the characters in the story, then I can understand as to why anything else that like expands out of that like isn't really it's not gonna hit for you, because they're really like the driving force for everything. So it's like I can get it. I don't know your reasons as to why the characters don't connect with you, but I can understand. You know what I'm saying? If you don't fuck with the characters by proxy, you are most likely not gonna fuck with other shit in the series as much as you would if you did like the
It's a
characters.
very understanding viewpoint, TK. We need more niggas like you in the anime community. I'm
I
not
can
one of them, though.
understand.
I feel like this is a skill issue.
no, it is. No, I'm just being reasonable. I'm not trying to get on timing right now.
I'm not one of them. I feel like this is a skill issue. Fuck
River knows how
Kardiac,
I
fuck
feel.
River.
Me and Kardiac's already had a conversation about this. I was getting onto him for it, and then me and Rivers also had this conversation. So I'm not gonna.
Whoa! Getting onto me is crazy. Look.
We're talking about
Was I
ReZero.
normal? We was having an entire conversation about ReZero and Hunter.
You were pointing. Well, Hunter. Yeah. I gotta rewatch Hunter. ReZero. You were just pointing out some of the things that are like good qualities of the series, which I agree with. I agree that they're good qualities, but to the level of what's it called? That I fuck Skrilla, by the way. To the level to which like I have the overall opinion that I have of the anime, I still just don't see like how it aligns in my head. Like I think that the anime is a 9 out of 10. Like I think that is a 9 out of 10 overall series.
Now this is where I have to stop you.
9.
Because because what changed? When we first had a conversation, you said a 7.
No, I never said a 7.
You said it was good, but it can't go higher because there's like it's not something where it's like you don't know as to why.
Low key, I remember him saying that. I don't remember the 7 part, but
no,
it was never a 7.
You rated it around a 7. That's all I know. It wasn't a 9. I'm sure it wasn't a 9.
It might have been in comparison to like other things. So like it might have been in like what you consider a set, because we don't even use like grading scales for real in here. Like every season I've rated at least an 8. I rated season 1 an 8, and then I rated season 2 a 9.
Okay, because so now we have to start. Now we have to open up a new can of worms. How does that make sense? How do you rate an 8 and a 9, but you don't know what's good? Like you don't know, like
again, like I said, I don't.
So where does the 9 come from?
I'll take that as a skill because I just enjoy it at the level of a 9. Like I enjoy it at a similar level that I enjoy Money Girl Senpai. I enjoy
so what the fuck?
Nah,
listen,
if you enjoy it at the level of a 9, then you should know what's good about it to explain as to why it's a 9. That doesn't make any sense.
That's what makes it weird to me. I can explain why I think Villain Saga is a 9. I can explain why I think Bunny Girl Senpai is a 9. I can explain why I think 86 is a 9. I can explain why I think Mushoku Tensei is a 9.
Shout out
I
to
can
you.
explain all that.
Team.
Re Zero was one of those.
Man.
Re Zero is one of the very few that I cannot explain. I can explain why I have Kokoro Connect as a fucking 8. I can explain that.
Okay. So what you're saying is you enjoyed it, but you don't know why you enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's all I've been saying.
Okay. My fault.
Yeah,
Seems
that's
like a
all,
very,
that's all
my
I've
fault.
been saying.
My
for
fault.
ReZero.
My fault, bro.
Seems like
I said
a
I wasn't gonna
cop-out.
get on timing, and I
But-
exactly going. My fault, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You good, gay? You good?
You know, an anime
yeah.
I'm enjoying this season.
What?
My Dark Underhorse. It's only one episode deep. Yakuza Fiancé was pretty good.
Yeah, Yakuza Fly was okay. I think for me, I was seeing people talk about it on Annulus in the forums. They were saying that it would have been like it's hard for them to get past the fact that they're in school and all of this shit is happening and they're in school.
Okay,
It's like I feel like it would have been better if they were in their 20s, but I'm not really focusing on that. It's not really like a deal breaker for me, but I get what people are saying.
That was a big shocker for me. I was like,
I get what people are saying. You know, I saw the cover in the opening. I'm like, and when I seen her in the school uniform, I said, "What the fuck? She's in school."
Yeah.
Like, what the hell are we doing?
I definitely. By the way they're drawn, everyone's very long. So I thought they were all adults.
Yeah. It would have made more sense for that to be the case, but I guess
Yakuza Fiancé was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for what it was.
I'm much more interested in the actual character's relationship rather than everything else that's going on in the story. I couldn't care less for the Yakuza shit and whatever. I just care for the two main leads, their relationship. That's all I'm here for. I'm gonna just be honest.
It's like the prologue version of anime Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Like that's what it feels like to me. Because going into the anime, I didn't realize, because I've been seeing the manga covers for like forever, but I didn't realize that she was also Yakuza. I thought that she was marrying into the Yakuza, not two Yakuza families coming together to merge. So that was a big shocker to me. I was like, oh, she's also Yakuza. So it's kind of like now it's like these two families are merging together but kind of fighting, because homeboy he's a yandere, he's crazy, so he's insane. So it's just like now she's kind of fighting him while also marrying him at the same time. And it's like these clash and merge between two families going on. It's just like, well, what's gonna go down? Because
it took me. Sorry, go on. No, my fault.
Yeah, the first episode starts with her selling her fucking kidney. So I'm like, oh, that's how we start the first episode. Like, what's going to be in the rest of the show? Like,
the thing is, I don't even think I don't even think it was her kidney that she sold.
No, I don't think she actually sold it.
Right before that, she had like made a phone call, so she probably asked someone for money.
Yeah. I don't think she actually sold it.
Surprise was, even though it's like she's this child of the guy who's a Yakuza like mafia boss type shit. I didn't think that she was actually on the same type timing as everyone else was, because of how like mellow and like laid back she was, like reserved she was. Like she was getting like, were there people acting like towards her and she was just letting it happen and she wasn't confrontational? I just thought she was just like a pushover. But then it's like I seen that end and I was like, hold on, we may be in for something. But I like the relationship between them. I'm interested to see where it goes.
And on top of that, it's Studio Dean. I was like, oh, Studio Dean, okay. Expected this to be god awful, but
they have a bad track record.
All shade to Studio Dean.
That opening does not match the show though. Like, the opening doesn't match the first episode. The scenes in the opening, should I say?
See, but that's the thing, right? Now that she's bossed the fuck up, the direction of the story is about to change. So it's now, I think this is about to be a lot more mature kind of story, and it is a seinen. So
yeah,
that's what I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask what the demo was from which I was.
Yeah, it is a seinen.
Sounds interesting.
It's a seinen written by a typical because I read the mangaka's other works. This is the only work of hers I have not read. She normally writes josei. So I don't know how she landed in a seinen magazine, but she's in a seinen magazine now. So it's a seinen written by a josei author. So it's very, very, very interesting, because I'm curious to see if she brings those elements over to this series, because I feel like this series is her most popular work by far. But I'm curious to see. And that's Yakuza Fiancé is probably my underrated anime of the season.
What was did you say something about a Dark Horse one too? Is that oh this is your Dark Horse anime?
This is my Dark Horse, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was thinking there was an anime that had Dark Horse in it. I feel really
That's
stupid.
what I
I was
thought
trying to
first.
find it. I was
No,
like,
that's what
what
I
is
Dark
he
Horse
talking about?
Exorcist.
That's what I thought at first. I ain't gonna go.
Oh,
If anyone wants
yeah,
to
that's
give any
valid.
other,
That's what I got to tap into.
I just thought yapping.
All right,
Yeah.
River, go ahead and get to your mid.
ahead and get your
Before I talk about what I got to talk about, Dylan said Re Zero is just so mid though. Coming from the motherfucker that watches so many isekai, that shit is too repetitive and plays on the same concept the whole time.
I disagree.
I see what he's saying to an extent, but he dragging it a little bit.
I mean, it has a main mechanic, sure, but if that main mechanic is used to like highlight different facets of the world or different characters and whatnot, I think it changes up the dichotomy. But I know, like, just from like having convos with Dylan and whatnot, he's definitely more so of like a like function guy, like looking at how many functions or how many elements of the story or of the series like are different from each other in order to keep him engaged, rather than like using the same thing but like to lead to different situations. So like I don't even know if he's watched Tokyo Revengers, but like I think he would hate Tokyo Revengers because it's like using the same like going back in time, going forward in time or whatever, but like, you know, for different outcomes to lead to different pathways and whatnot. I just know that resonates with him less.
I know the type of isekais that Dylan likes, so I'm not really like too surprised at that take, to be fair.
Oh, you saying he needs more bad bitches?
Oh.
What?
That's what you said at DreamCon.
I never said that you did, bro.
We don't fuck with Amelia. I think that's part of it too.
Yeah,
I love Amelia, man.
Anyways,
I didn't okay. I didn't fuck with Amelia until season 2.
That's valid.
Season 2 changed my whole outlook.
She didn't have a character
That's
in season 1.
Season 2 is where like I was like,
season 1, I was just like, I don't understand why he's so obsessed with her. Like, I don't get it. But season 2, I was like, I get it.
Season 1,
hashtag
it was,
fuck Amelia.
it was Subaru and Rem for me. Subaru, Rem, and Wilhelm. Those three were like my top 3 in season
My boy
1.
named after a car.
My top
Wilhelm's
3 is.
And then season 2, Otto.
Amelia, that's our guy.
What's it? Garfield, my goat.
I do
That
like
nigga's
Garfield
annoying.
from the cartoon.
That nigga's so annoying.
Huh?
Garfield the
I'm
cat.
sorry, that nigga. I think it's his voice actor. I hate his.
You mean Bakugo?
His voice actor.
Yes.
You guys talking about Bakugo? Re Zero Bakugo?
Yes. I he's so annoying.
Don't disrespect Garfield like that.
He's
Garfield
so
better
annoying.
than Bakugo.
He's an alright character, but like I just hate to hear him enter a scene. So
Disrespect to my boys.
No, man.
let's talk about these fucking ball kickers.
Bro, what's
bro.
mechanical arms? Which one is that?
Mechanical Ude.
Let me tell you
US
about
series.
Mechanical Arms.
It gives me I don't know if anyone here has seen Promare, but like in its action
have.
scenes, it gives
Have
me
you
heavy
seen
Promare,
Promare?
heavy Promare vibes.
I have lived. Yes, I have seen Promare.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
NBAs,
Heavy
like,
Promare vibes. I'm not gonna lie.
DVD.
I didn't like Promare that much.
I didn't.
That's
Production wise,
crazy.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Production wise, yeah, it looks great, but storyline.
United fan, by the way.
I'm not about to hear that.
Shut
Nah.
the fuck
Thanks,
up.
I didn't like Promare either. That's
Fucking
funny.
Kardiac.
I'm not about to hear the Studio Trigger hate. I can't. We can't do this.
No. It's not even Studio Trigger hate.
Predictable ass anime.
The anime looks amazing, and
That's
the anime is produced like great, but the storyline is not good. It's like
That's crazy about you, Zod. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Saying Trigger overrated is insane. We're not.
That's,
No,
No,
this is where we're not.
they always do this in my streams. They always come at me for being
I'm
a
weak.
Trigger dick writer, but I will keep writing that dick.
Trigger
forever.
fire though.
This is
So-
crazy. Just to quickly get him off of that tangent. So what is
Anyway.
it called? What is it called? I can't
It's
find
called Mechanical Arms or Mecha
Mecha Ude.
Mecha Ude. The coolest thing about this anime is, so it started out as a Kickstarter independent project, and I remember when I still had a Facebook. That's how old it was. I remember when I still had a Facebook. I think I was in like late middle school, early high school. This came out, and the YouTuber Raina Scully, whatever her name is. She promoted it on her YouTube channel. She showed it, and the Kickstarter blew up. Kickstarter blew up, and the dude was like, "I'll be back with a full anime one day." 7 years later, he is finally back with his full anime.
What?
So it's very
like
cool because this is an independent creator. It's like this is an anime made by an anime fan who wanted to make an anime so badly, right? And I think it's a very cool project. And you can even tell that this is not made by like an official studio. If you watch it, you're like, okay, yeah, I can clearly see you cut corners here, you cut corners here because you probably didn't have that big of a staff. But for what they managed to put out, being independent creators, it still holds up if you ask me. And so far, so good. I haven't seen episode 2 yet. Episode 2 came out Thursday. Yeah. So I haven't seen episode 2 yet. But episode 1 was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Basic ass storyline. Basic ass storyline. Don't go in expecting anything revolutionary.
It's just gonna be a very enjoyable, watch, pretty much.
Just go in expecting it to watch.
Are these cut corners like the Invincible joke cut corners of like over the shoulder shots or like behind the head shots to
no, it's more so like cut corners by if it feels like you're watching like a YouTube fan animation.
Oh, okay.
In a sense. Okay. So if you like watching
like incredible digital circus type shit.
Yeah, if you like watching YouTube fan animations, then I feel like you wouldn't really mind the animation style. Like I say, it's not bad, but you can clearly see this wasn't done by a big staff studio. This was done by a first time independent studio who's now getting their opportunity. So I definitely, if you like supporting animators, I definitely recommend just watching this anime just to support
I'm gonna definitely tap
so we can.
I'm gonna stick by it.
More shit like this.
I'm not too fond. It's pretty solid.
But
I wouldn't put it as like one of the higher shows for this season, but it's not bad for sure by any means.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
Not at all. But
it's not better than Tower of God to you.
Yeah, that's better than Tower. I mean, in terms of production, yes.
We're doing this. We're doing this.
Literally, I just have like several tabs open. I just clicked on one. I'm like, oh, this is an anime.
We're doing
Tower
this.
of God.
Okay.
Crazy.
Hear me out, right? Tower of God, first part of season 2. Ass. I don't know what they were doing.
Damn.
I don't know what they were doing. They tried their best to get me to bond to these new characters, and I just don't care about any of them. I really don't.
Wait, so you think storyline ass or animation ass? Like which ass are we talking about?
I think overall production. I don't really care about I'm the guy that really doesn't care about if it has good animation. I think good animation elevates it, of course. I just finished, gassing up Blue Box. But I think good animation elevates it, but good animation is not the end all be all. Like for something like what did I recently watch that didn't have the best animation, but I still
okay. But then Uzumaki came out. Like, come on now, it's got to have some big.
No, because something like a Spice and Wolf, the Spice and Wolf remake doesn't look anything incredible. But the story of the Spice and Wolf remake and the way the direction, the editing, the things like that, right? So you're not gonna get no Sakuga from it, but you are gonna get a nice, well-paced, structured story. And I think that's what Tower of God, the part 1 of season 2, was missing. It really, really did feel like the director didn't know what the hell they were doing. Like it felt like they didn't know where they were going with this story. It was all over the place. The cuts were terrible, and on top of that, the animation was also awful. So
wasn't it the same in the second half too? Because wasn't episode 9 or episode 8?
What are we doing? The
wasn't
second
that scene
half
where he was standing still and the fires were just missing him or some shit.
No, that's still the first half. That's still the first.
That's the first. Okay.
The second half that kicked off last week. You're cooking a little bit. Like it's like the animation's still the same. Don't expect.
Oh, is it 2 cores?
Yeah, it is 2 cores. Yeah.
Okay. Never mind. Then ignore me. Ignore me.
Yeah. Don't expect the animation to pick up, but for some reason I don't know, the direction and story has fallen into place, and it's starting to become a lot more interesting. It's starting to feel more like season 1 to me. So here's hoping they keep that up for the second half. I really think Tower of God season 2 is a struggle to the first half. Very much enjoy the second half of the story for me.
Okay. Hey, reasonable take. It's nothing crazy, honestly. I can see why you would say that, but I mean, I'm just a fan of it, so it's hard for me to kind of like dog on it and really like judge it when I'm already just so excited about it just being an anime itself. So
you read the manga, right?
Yeah. So maybe
Yeah,
like
come over.
once that excitement of like, oh, it's an anime goes away, then I'll really be able to like pick at the little details like that a little bit more.
Right.
I feel it.
'Cause-
And I do love Tower of God. I heavily enjoyed season 1. I'm not a Momo reader, but I heavily enjoyed season 1. And you know, I was sitting there the first part of season 2. I was like, I don't like this, but it's Tower of God, so I'm seated anyway because I support the series regardless.
Right.
And like I said, I think they're cooking with the second part of season 2. Like that episode they dropped, I was like, oh, they corrected everything I had a problem with. So I hope they keep it up.
Okay.
I feel like they just really wanted to get to the workshop battle. Like I feel like now they're at the workshop battle. They're just like
they're
all
gonna
right.
be able to, they're gonna be able to pick up more on it.
Yeah, I feel like
that's kind of what I was anticipating too, because there was a little bit of a slowdown
mhm.
during the second season, and I was like, you know, now that I'm thinking about it more, like you definitely might be right on that. But like you said, once they reach the workshop arc, it's going to be very much they're going to start capitalizing on what they weren't capitalizing before. Pretty much everything that you were saying too.
So
No,
I
it seems
definitely
T
I recommend
hates it
it.
even more. But
Who, TK?
no, T.
Oh, T.
Yeah, in chat.
Skrilla.
Oh, Skrilla. Kardiac, why'd you say fuck you, Skrilla, when he first arrived? Why were you...
because he was hating on Mushoku Tensei.
Oh, okay, reasonable.
But I think Skrilla just can't get through like Rudius, which is fine to me. Like that, if you can't get through Rudius, like, yeah, I get it.
One thing I will say about, like, I've said it so many times, I like Mushoku Tensei more so for its world building and like journey aspect and kind of just like the entire like setting. But if someone said to me they don't fuck with it because of Rudius, I wholeheartedly understand. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, just give it a chance. I completely get it. I understand.
No, thanks.
Another video idea that I have when Mushoku Tensei season 3 drops. Mushoku Tensei is an anime soap opera. Mushoku
That
Tensei.
can get it.
Mushoku Tensei
I thought
is
you were
an
gonna
anime.
go.
It's an anime
I
soap.
thought you were gonna go. Main characters aren't supposed to be perfect.
I feel it, but so many people have already done it. Like, so many people have already done that route. I feel like it's like people have heard the argument. To me, Mushoku Tensei is the anime soap opera because I'm not a light novel reader. I'm not a manga reader. So when that man got a second wife, I was sitting here like,
Like what?
Yeah.
Like what?
Same.
yeah.
Didn't like
Just
that.
like
I was
really,
sitting here
Charlie?
like-
Like you gonna do this for the kids? Like what
How-
the fuck are we doing?
I was like, I wonder how the Mushoku Tensei fans are going to defend this one. Like, I wonder how they're going to defend this one.
Polygamy is an equal
They
and
did.
viable dating option that is endorsed in parts of the world. We respect Rudius' decision.
See, they do it.
It's an anime soap opera because, like, what do you mean? I went to go save my mother. Spoilers for Mushoku Tensei season 2, by the way. I went to go save my mother. My father died. My mother's now brain dead. I slept with my teacher, and now she's my second wife.
Nice.
Like, if I describe that to anyone, they'd be like, "What soap opera are you watching?"
It sounds like anime. It sounds like
No,
peak
it
anime.
doesn't.
Exactly. Like,
Sounds like peak
like,
anime.
what soap opera are
What
you
anime?
watching? Oh,
Does that
all
sound
while-
It sounds like the
all
type of
while my
anime
wife
that you
was
would
pregnant
need.
all while my wife was pregnant at home with my two sisters.
If Mushoku Tensei wasn't this great and this masterful in weaving a story to create so
The
many
glaze
different
is
opinions, do you think it would spark the genre that has dominated the medium and pushed it forward for the past 10 years?
I think a lot of its elements and the way it incorporates its fantasy elements is something that fantasy writers desperately wanted to recreate, and that's Mushoku Tensei's influence. This nigga. That's something that Mushoku Tensei
Do you really
heavily
think?
influenced. But I
It could
also
be any
gotta
other
say,
He a
and
fan?
I say this with The Mushoku Tensei anime, I think, is why I keep watching it. Looking up things they cut from the anime. Yeah. See, the directors knew they can't adapt that shit faithfully, completely, because that man Paul.
Paul's a bitch.
When you find out exactly what he did in his past, you're not sad at his death anymore. You're
wait
not.
until they find out.
You're not.
Why Rudius missed his mama's funeral.
You're not. You're not sad about it.
I mean,
why Rudius missed his mom's funeral is kind of tame compared to Paul's backstory.
Yeah, Paul's backstory.
Are we gonna find that out still or no?
No, it's cut.
We may.
They cut it. I mean, they might add it.
I think they're just reordering, to be honest.
I think they should cut it. I think they should leave it on the cutting floor, because I found that out after Paul died, and I was just like, oh, I don't. Good.
But that's the thing. You shouldn't feel bad because Paul died. You shouldn't. Mm-hmm. Like, I think even the anime has shown us that he's not enough of a good person. The story isn't about like good people. The series is not trying to create characters that you root for. It's genuinely not. It's telling the story of like people who have problems that are of their creation. It's about like, and I know this anime is not airing right now at all. I might even cut this out. But like, it's a story about imperfect people. Like, it is a story about like imperfect people in an imperfect world, and like how messy that gets, how sloppy it gets. Pause. And like,
yeah,
I hear that
disgusting life is.
I hear that, but I feel like a part of the show still tries to weave its way around the reasoning for these people's terrible actions. Because what do you mean? Like, you can sit here and say Rudius is not meant to be a good person all you want, but what do you mean at the end of the day he still has two wives? Like quite literally, and this is why I don't really fuck with Sylphie. I don't really fuck, because what do you mean? Oh, well, I expect him to cheat anyway, so
that was crazy.
I'm glad you took care of him. I'm glad he's happy, and let's make him happy together. Like, you just got cucked. Like,
RJ.
I'm sorry.
Good guys finished last.
Ichiban, what's your standout? I think Ichiban might have to leave soon, man. What?
On what? On Blue Lock?
No, your standout show this
season,
man. I think we might know, man.
What, DandaDan?
Is it?
Is it DandaDan?
I like DandaDan.
I was saving it because I didn't want to be selfish. I already know I've gushed about.
Okay, so
let's get into it.
Episode 1. Fucking okay. No, this is how DandaDan's got to go. Actually, when you explain it, Episode 2 was really good. I love how they continued it. I like how they ended it. They leave you on a crazy ass cliffhanger. But how they started episode 1, you go from 0 to 60 in like 2.4 seconds. It just plunges you into something just crazy. You can't wrap your whole head around exactly what's going on until like you're almost done with the episode. Like towards the end, that's where you're like, oh, that's what's going on. Because everything happens so quickly that it's like, oh shit. I can see I can already see like why some people wouldn't like it at first. Just because of how like just real cutthroat they get into everything. The idea of it though, when they start talking, can I like start saying stuff about it or no? Should I wait?
I mean, they know it's a voice of like what this pod's about. So they should know like spoilers are included.
So when they start talking about like the occults and then like aliens and paranormal activity stuff, that, like the idea of those two connecting, I've never heard that before, but they do a really good job at like presenting that as a possibility to you, and then like when enemies start popping up, the main characters are almost subtly explaining the problem there. They're not flat out telling you, oh, they came from here, they're doing this, and this is why this is happening. No, they kind of just like push you in a pretty good direction and do a pretty good job at doing that so subtly. And they're almost like holding your hand as the storyline is unveiling to you, and you know they're not just like, you're not sitting there trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. There's like some explanations, but not something that's over the top where you're like, okay, yeah, I get it. Weird that you're having to explain every little detail. It's a good balance of that. That's how I know it's going to be pretty good. I'm not being over explained. I'm not sitting there wondering what the fuck just happened. I'm more so surprised at what's going on, and all I know is like, I'm hooked. I want more of what's being shown. It's funny as hell too. Like just the whole, like with the whole like with what, like some of the shit that they say during the show is fucking hilarious. I'm like bananas. What the fuck? The hell is going on?
That shit was crazy.
I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, I do want to know if that tunnel that they referenced in the anime, is that a real place? Because I've seen that tunnel be referenced in other anime, before.
Mm-hmm.
It is a real place.
Wait,
that's the same tunnel in 3 Days of Happiness, no?
It's the same tunnel in Mob.
It's
Psycho.
There are multiple of them. It's a Japanese infrastructure thing.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
If you go to a Japanese city, you'll see one. Like it's not just one tunnel; it's a Japanese infrastructure thing.
Yeah, but it's both times. In Mob Psycho and in this anime, and I mean, I don't know if this is true for Kardiac's reference. They both times do they reference a speeding grandmother or like some elderly person.
Yeah, it's actual. It takes from actual Japanese myth lore. So, like, it's like Toilet Bound Hanako. If you've seen Toilet Bound Hanako, it's like the 7 wonders of the school. Each school has the same 7 wonders, and it's like one of those. So like if you go into one of those tunnels, you'll see Turbo Grannies, like that thing, like that, like Bloody Mary type of way. Like you look into the mirror and say, it's like that. Yeah.
Okay. Damn, that's pretty cool to see them. Like, I guess just to see that being referenced, because then it's like I'm like,
not 3 days.
I might have to visit one of these places. It's funny as hell.
Not 3 days of happiness. I always be saying 3 days of happiness.
I was gonna correct you, but I was like, oh, he's gonna search up and
no, I know.
I think you talking about Tunnel to Another World, or whatever.
Yes.
I think DandaDan. I don't say this lightly. I think DandaDan, out of every single new gen title, across anime spectrum, like not just shonen, across anime spectrum, has the best introduction.
Out of
every new gen title. It's not. I don't even think it's one of. I do think it's one of the best new gen, but I don't think it's the best new gen. I think it has the best introduction. Like,
I think that's something I disagree with.
The first 8 chapters, I think has the best introduction. Like, and don't get me wrong, some series, first episode, you're like, all right, I'll keep watching, and then second episode, third episode, you're like, all right, this cooks, and then becomes the masterpiece or whatever, however much you enjoy it. I think if we're speaking introductions alone, I think DandaDan is number 1. Like the how easy it is to get invested in this anime, in this series, is amazing, and that's a testament to how well written the introduction is. It like you can't, like I would be surprised if someone watched or read the first chapter of DandaDan and was like, yeah, I'm not continuing this. Like I would be shocked. I would be shocked, like, because from reading it, from day one reading it, I was like, yeah, I'm continuing this. Like, what did I just read? Like, and day one watching it, I was like, yeah, definitely watching this.
I think Hikaru has a better opening, to be honest.
You said what?
Hikaru, the summer Hikaru died. I think that's a better opening. But
that's real. Even matter. That's kind of real.
Yeah. But DandaDan definitely has a very strong.
Never.
Let me get my.
That's the manga only, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah, see, I don't read manga, guys. I don't read manga.
Type shit.
What's it called? Look, I've also been waiting for DandaDan. I've been waiting for years for DandaDan to come out, man. This series is so fucking fun. This series is what reminded me, and what is I think is gonna like remind a lot of people, because I think there's been this like big shift in anime viewers since like Attack on Titan, even Vinland Saga's basically going up until like Vinland Saga's adaptation. There's been this long continuation where like anime viewers have been being conditioned to interpreting more complex plots and praising them and like heralding that as the peak of storytelling. And I think that DandaDan is going to show a lot of people, again, that plot doesn't fucking matter. Story does, character does, and like character motivation does, which I believe is different than character. And character motivation can like push the plot forward, but in terms of there being some overarching like ideal or goal to achieve, or like moving parts in the background of a bigger picture or whatnot, no cap, this might be a spoiler, this might be whatever. You don't have to worry about that with DandaDan for the next 3 to 4 seasons, because it's not fucking there. Enjoy that shit. That shit is amazing. That shit is fun. The art's gonna be amazing. The adaptation is like so colorful so far. It's so kinetic. The way that the characters are like coming off of the screen is in such a fluid motion and is like just so expressive to who they are as characters so far. It's fucking impeccable. It's amazing. It has one of the best openings for sure. Opening stories, opening characters, etc. Just like, scenarios and whatnot. I'm sucking it, man. Like, I fucking love DandaDan.
Real quick, because I also agree. The art, amazing. Intro. Honestly, I watch the intro every time for the 2 times that it's come out. I enjoy it. It has a good soundtrack. TK, what the fuck's going on with your headphones, bro?
What, bro? Bro, this how I be having them, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Halfway up the head, bro. It's comfortable. I ain't gonna cap. Shit comfortable as fuck, bro.
This is why we need to see what hair you have.
I look at your fucking headphones.
I just told you.
This man's headphones are sideways.
Bro,
Like,
usually, like, I may possibly have it, like, to the back like this.
You have one earphone on top. What are you doing?
Yes, because where else am I going to put it? It's like, what? Hello?
I mean, I fuck with the one headphone gang. I mean,
no, for sure. Look, I do this. Either this, or, like, I put it in front. This man has it fucking...
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to be honest. This I've been doing this for as long as since I've had this headset. I don't know what it is. I have literally the left ear always stays on, and this one just goes up somewhere.
I'm on your side because remember, I'm also the guy who, like, if my hair is picked out and I'm proud of it and I have some shit to do after this, best believe I'm going Naruto headband the whole fucking time. Like,
okay, so now that's crazy. Yeah, you lost me there.
That is not crazy.
You lost me there.
What are you
Look
talking?
at this.
No.
I mean, why don't you do it? Why don't you do it to the back though? Like visor. Like, why don't you do it to like?
Because it's gonna slip off. TK.
Okay,
I have a bigger forehead than back neck.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know. I ain't seen the back of your neck, so I don't know, bro.
Oh
But-
my god.
Yeah.
Can you take off your hat?
Nah,
Okay.
I'll do
Put
it.
it
My
on.
head.
One day.
Like,
For the Patreon.
I don't mind like doing it
For the Patreon. For the Patreon. For the Patreon. For the
for the
Patreon.
Patreon.
For the Patreon.
He's baiting you. He's
I've already told you, bro. I'm literally. It's not like it has nothing to do with me. Has nothing to do with me being like embarrassed or anything like that. I own my shit. I got the Mr. Clean thing going on. I'm proud as shit about it. It is what it is. But when I tell you the way how like my head looks in the camera, for some reason it just looks big as shit, and I don't like it. That's why I put a hat on.
It's cool.
You have
It's
a
cool,
hat.
Humpty Dumpty.
You have a hat or something covering your head in every single
One
of your dating profiles, don't you?
Nah.
You're hat fishing.
Nah.
You're hat fishing.
What? Okay. RJ, what were you
Like,
gonna say about
what
that?
are you talking about?
Hat
right.
fishing.
I was gonna say that. I like what you said when you said plot doesn't fucking matter. Because that's literally my reason for like, even though DandaDan's not a slice of life, it's literally my reason why slice of life is my favorite genre in all of anime. Because I don't believe plot matters. It's like you said, story and characters matter way more than having this overarching reach and story pretty much. And I think, you know, a lot of the most highest ranking anime of today is proof of that, really. Because a lot of them don't have this overarching plot, this overarching story. And I think DandaDan's gonna take its place among them. Especially because DandaDan and Science Saru is like a match made in heaven. When they announced that shit, I was like, oh, they're gonna cook. I don't think any other studio could have had DandaDan and made it work as well. I really don't. I know Mappa probably wanted it. Mappa probably desperately wanted it, but I don't think they would have cooked as hard as Science Saru. And I'm so glad Science Saru got it.
You're going to have them casuals sit here and talk about it should have been Mappa, it should have been Ufotable, because those are the only two studios they know. Every time.
I hate when they say it should have been Ufotable, because I'm like, Ufotable.
Wait, what the fuck are we talking about?
Like, Ufotable does a specific type of show, guys, and it's not this shit. Like,
Ufotable style doesn't work on every show.
I do not think Ufotable should do Berserk. I don't know why that's a thing. Like, that's a terrible match. Like, that's an awful match. But I have two questions for the group that I pose. Fucking hate Kardiac.
What are y'all doing?
I have two questions.
Nasty word, bro.
Go for it, bro. Just ignore me.
One, and I asked my team this when we talk about DandaDan. Who do you think the main character is?
I'll let you know. Each manga
I want to hear what all you think. Who do you think the main character is? Because DandaDan is one of those
30 seconds to answer.
DandaDan's one of those types of shows, right? It's like an Inuyasha, like a Zatch Bell, right? Where he's just like, you know.
I mean, you can have
you can have a
fee. I mean,
you think Inuyasha's the main character, but is Inuyasha the main character? Inuyasha is Zatch Bell the main character? Zatch Bell.
Momo and
I'm gonna say it's
like
both.
It's the both. Yeah, male and female lead.
Yeah.
Male protagonist, female
protagonist.
That's a
cop out. You got to pick one.
That's where it is though. That's the structure. You can't pick one.
I'm gonna say the female.
Okay. It's like Spy Family, right? Who's the main character of Spy Family?
Anya
would be the protagonist.
Yeah, it's Anya.
Is it?
Yes.
I would think so.
Who's on the cover of Volume 1? Not Anya.
What does that mean?
Who's on the cover of Volume 1? Not Anya.
Who? I don't know.
Lloyd. Who does the show start with?
I would still say Anya. I think for this one, I probably would say Oka.
I mean, once again, it's like you can still. I don't know. Still say
who does the show start with? The show starts with Lloyd. Who's the main character of Spy Family? Is it Lloyd or Anya?
I mean, protagonist and main character like do different things. Like they all are main. The three of them are main characters. But
You're right. Protagonist and main character.
There can only be one protagonist.
I'm asking who.
No, you can have two if it's like male and female.
I'm asking
can you be between like screen.
Who's the main character? DandaDan. Don't say both. You got to pick.
Okay.
But that's the structure. So I can't pick
female.
One.
It's the female. I'm gonna say the female.
Can you be the main character if you leave halfway through? Can you be the main character if you leave halfway through?
I mean, you'll be a main character up until that point.
Well, I guess we have to say goodbye to the main character of this podcast, man. Ichiban. You gotta head out, man. Y'all like that transition? Come on, man. Stop fucking with me.
That wasn't bad.
Just say you hate me and you want me to die. All right, just say that.
Ichiban, what was your answer before you go? What was your answer?
The female.
He said Momo.
Momo. Okay.
Is that her name? I forgot her. Yeah. I don't know their names yet. So yeah, Momo. I'm gonna say her.
Momo yet? Ayase.
Audrey, what's your other question so we can answer in 10 seconds?
My other question was actually just for you, River. So he did.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
All right. Let me get out of here because for some reason Kardiac's typing in the chat that we have here for ourselves. He keeps counting down.
But he's not even doing it in seconds. He's doing it too quickly. It's like milliseconds.
Right, fucking bastard.
What?
He wants me out of here, bitch. Fucking scumbag. So just tell first if you hate me.
Do y'all know how long seconds are?
1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi.
No,
you are counting way too slow.
Way too slow.
What did you learn to count at?
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
River, how many teachers do you have in your class?
TK. It's that American education. Come on, like give them a break.
1.
He
2,
picked that up when we put
3,
a state in between
4.
it, as if we don't also control how fast we say the word. I hate that, by the way. I hate that shit. Niggas taught that shit in football. That shit's dumb as fuck. No cap. This shit is dumb as fuck.
But all right, yeah, I do have to go though. So,
Peace out.
Be easy.
Mr. Bonner, you coming later? Pause.
you see what I mean, bro? Like, chat, you gotta pull up, man. He says pause when you don't need to say
That
pause.
needed a pause.
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't.
There was
To be
way
so
worse
honest,
said
no, it didn't.
that we never said pause for that I ignored. You could have just let it go.
Yeah,
Go
this
ahead,
is what
man.
they
Just
do.
answer the
in
question, man.
Belleville.
Yes or
I'm
no?
gonna lie, he a fan.
I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
Oh my god.
Right now it's not. Right now it's no. But if I feel bad later, then I might.
I might call you.
All right, bro. I'll see
This
you
is
later.
what they do
All right.
in Belleville. I don't want no part of that shit, man.
This
Jesus
is
Christ.
crazy.
All right.
catch you,
RJ, it was good seeing you again.
You too,
I like
man.
the
You
new
too.
haircut. Happy birthday, by the way. TK, make sure you say happy birthday to RJ.
It's
When's your
River-
birthday today?
no.
River, you look like
No.
your room is set up like you're in a
Hostage
almost
crisis.
yeah,
This
like
is
my
you're just in a
room.
white blank room
Give it 2 weeks
with
though.
one
Give it 2 weeks,
window.
This isn't my
You're in a
room.
hospital. You're in a hospital.
Oh
I don't know.
No.
A nursing home.
Yeah, cardiac. You need to fold your blankets over there a little bit better, but it's whatever. TK, Patreon. I'm gonna hold you to that.
All right, bro.
We'll
Hold
talk
it.
later.
If you want,
Holding
I
him
can,
to it
send,
like he agreed to it.
I can send you a picture right now if you want.
Yeah.
Whoa! Pause, bro. Pause.
Oh, so that
What do you
one
mean
needs a pause.
pause?
Okay.
How is that pause?
So that one needs a pause.
Sending me a picture.
Nah, you
Alright.
you need to. You a freaking
If you're gonna share it around, at least make money off it. Yeah.
Ichiban wants to be his only fan, bro. Come on.
Whoa. See, River. Damn, bro. I'm gonna leave on that note. It's too much for me. Chat, don't support this guy.
Pause.
Dude. That's not a pause. There's no
That's
way.
gay.
But me saying I'll
too
send you
much for
a
me.
picture. Given the context of the conversation is, nah, you gotta hold that,
I'll send
TK,
this to
you're talking
you
about-
individually. This is too much for me. What,
bro. You said Patreon. I said, bro, I can send you a picture right now. Given the context of the
That's gay.
conversation,
Post a picture on Patreon?
That's gay.
Can we post a
Color
picture
me
on Patreon?
Yeah, absolutely not.
Ah,
Fuck,
TK,
bro.
TK.
I mean, it's a prom
just,
picture.
to,
to be fair.
just to give you some insight, you're telling me that you're gonna send me a picture of your naked ass head.
In our year,
This lighting is adjusting.
What are
too
you
much.
talking about? You're too grown for this.
Oh, shit. Yeah, let me
in
stop
the year
before he pulls out a.
2024, there's nothing. There's nothing.
Yeah, no, I mean,
We're
live
all-
your truth, man.
We're all
June's coming.
we're all-
June's coming
we're
up
all,
fast.
Live your truth.
It's okay.
June's coming
It's okay.
fast.
You know, TK, I support you, man, all the way.
Cardiac's
but I'll see y'all.
gonna be on the shirt soon.
That's 5 o'clock news.
What did
I'll see
I
y'all.
do?
You know
See you
exactly. what
later.
to do, buddy.
Bye.
Peace out, bro.
Beast.
I've been trying to
Easy,
say
gang.
bye for a while, but yeah.
Wait, Kardiac didn't answer the original question.
Oh, Momo. I had been said Momo.
Okay. I know
Yeah.
River said
It's
Ken.
pretty clear to me. I'm not gonna lie.
River said Ken, and TK refuses to answer. So, it's Momo
Yeah,
for me
man.
as well. I think Momo's the main character because every arc starts and ends with her. So
And
It's-
I
but we
don't.
don't know that yet in the anime.
well,
Even
I'm
in the
manga.
anime, like
So-
the plot is moved forward. Well, actually, no, not even moved forward. The plot, the thing that incites the plot is through Ken for sure, or Okarun. The person who advances the plot at almost all times, even in the anime so far, is Momo.
Like look at the
Maybe.
first episode. We start and end with her. We start with Momo going through a breakup, and then we end with her realizing that's Ken's name. It literally ends with her face. Like, that's how the first episode ends.
Yeah,
so it's just like, and then even after watching the second episode, it's just like not to say that Ken isn't like right there next to her, but I think Momo is the main character of DandaDan, personally.
Fair.
But I think go either way. To be honest.
Also, his design for his like form is tough. By the way, that's a random tangent. But.
Like TK is not wrong. It is a two main character type story, right? It is. It can go either way. I just like to have the debate.
I'm not like going against anything being said. To be fair, it's just that I can't answer the question given the structure of.
I feel
it's the same thing with Love Is War. Even though I would lean it more towards Kaguya.
That was definitely Kaguya.
Yeah, but obviously we have a female lead. We have a female lead and a male lead. They both share equal screen time, but obviously later on it delves much more into obviously Kaguya's story. So,
well, maybe not later on because y'all like to get on me for saying that the shit should have ended after the kiss. Ugh. Fuck you.
Still waiting for
you said that.
Yeah, he said that.
You said that?
I didn't say it should have ended.
Yeah,
I said. What I said was I wasn't gonna watch First Kiss because if like the last season felt climactic to me, it felt like a natural conclusion.
Basically the same thing.
That is
the same thing. Yeah,
That's not the same thing.
Still waiting for season 4, but Kaguya, maybe one day.
Type shit.
I think we're getting all movies from here on out.
Nah,
really?
Nah,
that'll be.
There's way too much more to adapt. This can't be all movies.
There's a lot to adapt of Bunny Girl Senpai.
Bunny Girl Senpai.
If they try to adapt it all movies, that would just be ass. Ain't that right, Haikyuu fans?
Terrible.
Cook.
Ain't that right, Haikyuu fans?
Cook. All right, though. I am gonna have
a question for River.
Oh, go ahead.
Was how do you feel about DandaDan? Because you've been silent this entire time.
I was eating a bar, but nah, DandaDan's good though, man. I had to let y'all cook for a second, so I had a snack. Yeah, just listening like Ichiban did last pod. Just listen. It's so good to just be able to listen, listen to you.
I remember when he said that. It's like no one knew how to respond. It's like. What?
Ronan was like, bro, what are you talking about?
Wasn't he playing COD the entire time?
Yeah.
Ronan's hilarious. Shout out fucking Ronan.
Oh my goodness, man. But yeah, man. No, I like DandaDan. I definitely think it has promise. I think the concept of it is very unique. And that's one thing. Shout out my dog, KT, because we was talking about it. In text like after it came out because he hit me up like asking like what I thought, and bro, like it's so unique compared to a lot of the other anime that you see these days, and I feel like it has a very different very different stuff about it. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff that like a lot of these anime, a lot of stuff has become pretty repetitive, especially even in the shonen demographic, you could say. So I think DandaDan is kind of like a breath of fresh air almost in terms of, okay, we're just gonna throw all this shit out the window. This is like random as shit. We're going down different paths. It's very like boom, boom, boom. Like you're not really missing a beat. Like shit's happening throughout the entire time. You're being introduced to new things, and it flows very well. It's not like they're just throwing shit at you, throwing shit at the wall, right? Like you could say for like a Tokyo Ghoul season 3, or Tokyo Ghoul season 2. But like, you know what I'm saying? I just had to get that hate out there for that. But no, man, like I think
it's like that's random as fuck.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the correlation, but I'm gonna let it slide though.
Because they kept throwing out random characters, and I don't even know what half the things that was going on. It was very, very weird. But nah, with DandaDan, yeah, very unique, very, very, very good anime so far. Looking forward to see where it continues to go. I like the dynamic between the two main characters for sure. I think that can have a lot of development throughout. I think it's set up beautifully to see where that goes, and I think the kind of paranormal activity and the alien, I think that meshes very well. And like Ichiban said earlier, isn't really a concept we've hit on, but it like does it perfectly, and it's still going to give you the fights. through that, because you wouldn't necessarily expect, okay, we're going to be discovering aliens, supernatural activity, and there's boxing still, so like it still gives you that, you know what I'm saying? So definitely good to see. I'm enjoying
Not
it.
da da da.
Enjoying it so
Don
far.
don don.
Down.
Da don. Yeah.
Down da.
So you picked you said you picked Ken as your main character. Does that mean you hate women, River?
No, it does not.
Because I've heard something through the grapevine of
Good answer. Good.
several accusations. You know,
several accusations. No, I hate Sakura. I don't hate women. To be clear,
Is Sakura a woman?
I don't hate all women. I hate Sakura.
So you just hate some women.
Yeah, I was about to say the exact same thing.
I hate one woman, and it's a character from anime.
Press conferences be like.
So you
River, you have
this
no
is
PR training.
crazy.
We need to get you PR training, bro.
So you hate some women.
This is outrageous.
I'm gonna go through some of the gauntlet. We talked about.
No, I didn't even get to
Tower
talk about
God.
my big the main the standout.
Oh,
man.
I thought you.
Oh God!
I thought you. Already
Oh, you did already.
No, it's not fucking Seven Deadly Sins.
Oh, go on. Okay, get your blue lock gas off. Go ahead, bro.
It's not Blue Lock.
Golly.
It's not Blue Lock. It's
Bleach.
Bleach is back. Talk to me, man. Bleach is back, man.
I'm not gonna say anything because I hate that they're gonna add a lot like anime original scenes, and I've been seeing screenshots
that?
and like little clips, huh?
You said you hate that they're gonna add a lot.
No. I said I've been hearing.
Oh,
I
hearing.
said I'm not gonna hate on it.
It was
I'm
the
not gonna
British.
hate on it. I'm not gonna hate on it.
okay.
I'm reading Bleach. I watched the anime. I just haven't seen Fazia Blood War, so I'm reading it right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna try catch up, and then I'm gonna watch the Fazia Blood War core.
It's
Bleach
worse.
fans are so
it's worse than the
annoying.
manga.
What? How do we? You call me a Bleach fan?
Oh yeah, because it's rushed at
No,
the
no.
end, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
I'm,
worse. than the
I'm
manga.
only saying that. I'm saying that like off screen because I'm looking at Mal right now. Why the fuck is this mid ass shit number 3 all time?
You seen it? You watched
Chill
it?
out.
Bleach.
Chill out.
You watched it?
Yes. No.
Yeah,
Hey,
watch it.
I'm just
Well,
hating.
I'm just hating, bro.
Hold on. It's not gonna stay there. It just came out.
I know it's not gonna stay, but I'm tired of this shit,
Be
bruh.
staying up there.
Y'all not fairing, bruh. Y'all fell out the 10.
Y'all know my GOAT Apothecary Diaries is still in the top. Still in the top 20. I think top 50. I think of now. Still there. Just saying.
I know Look Back is still in the top 25.
Just saying. You know, it's
I got
Apothecary
you.
Diaries.
Where
My
Apothecary
GOAT's still there.
Diaries is.
Still there.
Anyways, man, talking about the
Bochi's
real
still
GOAT, Bleach. So Bleach, you know, man, I think people definitely it seems like Bleach is kind of almost taking a back seat this season to some degree compared to previous. I've still seen hype for it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say it doesn't have hype, but like I think that it's almost like, okay, like we've seen Thousand Low Arc. This isn't the first part of it anymore. This isn't even going to be the end, is it? I think there's going to be a fourth. Is there going to be a fourth one? Sure.
Nah,
It's most likely gonna be a fourth one. Just because he's adding so much stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
If he
The
wasn't
ending
adding
was
anything, this
rushed.
would have been the end. Yeah.
All right, so let's. Hey, that's perfect though, because I think again, like if this is going to be the ultimate Bleach adaptation without the rushed ending, it's a bit more fleshed out and stuff like that. That'd be very nice. Because I know people didn't like that part of it.
I've been seeing videos too. It looks really good.
Yeah, it looks good, but I've seen episode 1. Episode 1 was very good. I'm liking the continuation of it. I want to see things play out in this arc. I think we're gonna have a lot of conclusions this arc because it's not the final, but we're getting to that, right? We're gonna have a lot of things start to play out. A lot of hype's gonna be there because I know how hyped this arc is, even in the manga, to some extent. So like, I'm really looking forward to seeing that. I like the first episode. I think it just picked up right away, and that's what I really like about how the adaptation is kind of going. Like they're not really wasting time. Like the pacing is good. It's not rushed. It's good. It's good pacing. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm looking forward to seeing what comes of that. I think that outside of probably DandaDan would be the main standout. Y'all are saying Blue Lock. Now we can talk about Blue Lock in a second, but yeah, I think Bleach is best. Yeah, that's my Bleach thing.
JPEG locks, slideshow.
Hear me out, and don't pistols down, boys. Pistols down. I think Bleach has fallen into the same place that My Hero has fallen into. Pistols
Thank
down.
you.
Pistols down. Pistols down.
Thank you.
Hear me out. Hear me
Thank
out.
you.
Hear me out.
Fuck that shit.
It has a very and I'm not saying that My Hero and Bleach are the same level of quality. That's not what I'm saying. I think with the community,
That was the Kardiac.
it has such a large core fan base. It's Bleach. It's an anime staple at this point. I don't think there's a single anime fan that if you say Bleach will be like, I don't know what that show is, right? And I think that's why it sort of kind of doesn't get the hype that it got when it originally came back. Because everyone's like, yeah, I'm watching Bleach. It's not a question of should you go watch Bleach. It's the question of, yeah, I'm watching Bleach, right? Oh, Bleach is back. I'm watching Bleach. It's the same thing with My Hero. Like you go on Crunchyroll and look at the likes. And I said this in my Hero video. Go on Crunchyroll and look at the likes, and you'll see like what 20K, 12K, sometimes 100K if the episode is good. Like if the episode's like really good, the community is still very much watching this show. Like there's no one like very much watching this show. But at the same time, you don't see the hype, right? So you see, when you look at the hype of the season, you see DandaDan, you see Re Zero, you see Uzamaki falling off, you see, we'll get to Blue Lock. You'll see that, but you don't really see. At least I don't see it on my timeline. But at the same time, I know everyone's watching it because it's Bleach. So that's where I think Bleach has fallen in with the community. It's just become such a staple that it's like, yeah, niggas watching it. niggas watching Bleach. You didn't ask if someone's watching Bleach. Yeah, I'm watching Bleach. Like it's Bleach. That's
that shit old,
bro.
Shit. Let that shit die. No cap.
That's right.
Now, as for
how about we fuck with it?
As for
look at you.
As for
getting
quality,
defensive. These are Japanese cartoons, nigga. Stop.
As for quality, I'm definitely enjoying
Kardiac,
it.
Okay.
I'm definitely enjoying it because as a manga reader, let me stop. I do think that this is definitely the better viewing experience. I know I'm going to sound like a broken record because I just like anime over manga in general, but no, this is definitely the better viewing experience. Just the added details of everything. I wish this was my first time seeing this arc, because just the added bankais alone is just so fucking cool, man. It's just so fucking cool watching Bleach. So I'm curious. I'm curious to see what else he adds, and I think we have one more season of Bleach left in us after this.
Yeah,
one more season, if depending on how he ends this season, if not a movie. I don't think we have
an anime original ending.
That's just so dead.
I don't think we have much of Bleach left after this. I think this is where we're nearing the end of Bleach's time here.
It's a lot to ask audiences to care about a franchise for 20 years. Like, I know franchises like the MCU, franchises like Dragon Ball, franchises like One Piece, franchises like Transformers have convinced us that that's not the case, that, they're everywhere. Everyone's just taking advantage of the fact that the Lord of the Rings has been around for a long time, that Dragon Ball has been around for a long time, and they're just retreading shit, and people just keep getting up for it. There's still people watching and caring about the Rurouni Kenshin remake. That shit don't go for everybody. And Bleach is one of them niggas that it don't go for. No cap. The hood niggas who can't pull their pants up might be fucking with Bleach, right? Because they like they swords. They like to see swords swing. They like to see that shit. They like to see big buff men pull out their swords and hit each other. They like to see that. The 30-year-olds at RJ, the 30-year-olds might fuck with that shit still.
Hey, yo.
Like, because it reminds you of the good old days before you had bills to pay and jobs to work, right? But the culture not feeling them swords, nigga.
No, man.
The culture is not feeling these 10-year-old stories, bruh. Stop. We're on a bigger and better. Please stop.
Well,
he's still going.
And that's my clip farm.
I personally think that, Western audiences can't really experience Bleach fully because of all the Japanese influence that's within Bleach. And we just can't really appreciate Bleach to its 100%. I'm totally fucking. I'm not. I don't mean this. I I'm quoting that
DBZ was it?
DBZ Irvin's tweet. That was ridiculous.
No way. No cap. Shout out. I thought it was Amrin, but
whatever.
I've never heard his name. I've never heard his. No cap. I don't know the dude. I don't know anybody that knows the dude. He's been going out like a clown these past few months. I'm not gonna lie.
Probably
from the Afro shit.
Yeah,
to like everything, like being super defensive about Bleach, as if like anyone really gives a fuck about that shit.
Yeah,
in the year of our Lord 2024.
I don't know personally. But I've interacted with the dude once, and
man.
Yeah. Anyway, but he. I don't understand. Like, I understand going as hard for the series you love, right? I understand that and being passionate about it, but saying that the Western audiences can't really appreciate something because of a cultural divide has never really got it for me, because I don't think Bleach lacks any explanation of understanding. On top of that, you are also the Western audience. So,
not only that, you're talking one of about us. The Western audience. You're talking about the Western audience that like understands enough about Dragon Ball or understands enough about Gintama in order to understand and appreciate those works of art.
Exactly. So it's like
apply that to a story where the main Western appeal is watching big buff dudes swing swords is insane. That's just insane.
Urzia thing. What's stupid. Good, bro?
I just think a lot. I just think it's like with Naruto for me. I think a lot more people got out of Bleach more than what I did. And to each their own, at the end of the day, to each their own. You got out of you got something more out of it than I did. And to be honest, you were reaching. No, it's not to say I didn't enjoy these series, but to say that I clearly see people get more out of them than what I do. Same thing with what's the newest one that I was just like, a lot of people are getting more out of this than I am. Chainsaw Man. Same thing with Chainsaw Man. I think a lot of people get more out of Chainsaw Man than I do. Not to say that they're wrong. Not to say that, because some of them, be cooking. I'd be watching the videos. I'd be like, oh, I didn't think of it like that. Like,
that's just stupid.
I'd be watching. Okay, I wouldn't say that.
There we go. There we go. There.
I'm not with
Disown
him.
that motherfucker.
I was say I'm not with him. But yeah,
River just be saying anything that comes to his mind, bro.
I feel like I'm watching, I'm watching Mike QB's videos, and I'm like, yeah, this man got a lot more out of Naruto than I did, and I respect it. I respect it at the end of the day, as long as they stay respectful. DBZ,
shout out, Mike.
Tweet.
Man, crazy. I'll be sitting here on a pod, man. Y'all be talking about Re Zero, JJK. I'll be feeling the same way, man. Chainsaw, man. I'll be feeling the same way, man. I see where you're coming from, RJ. These shows just mid overall, but people gas them so much. Like, man, you must have just got more out of it than me.
You like Mashal and Blue Box.
Okay, stop. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and defend the people that like gas up season 1 because not really much happened in season 1. But majority of the people that gas up Chainsaw Man, they gas it up for what happens past season 1.
I know.
So you're taking that and then applying it.
To be fair, RJ's read the manga.
Yeah, I don't know then.
River just disingenuous. I am caught up on the Chainsaw Man manga. Like, there's a reason.
He also can't read.
There's a reason why. There's a reason why I'm reading that shit bi-weekly or whenever Fujimoto decides to drop a chapter. There's a reason why I'm still reading that shit. I like Chainsaw. I really do. But I feel like a lot more people are getting more out of it than I am. I feel like a lot more people read those chapters and are just like, this is the best thing I've ever fucking read. Oh my God, Fujimoto's such a genius. And I'm like, I'm sitting here like,
part 2.
I'm sitting here like, this is good. It's good. Like I said, you didn't understand what he meant by this one panel. And I'm just like, okay, all right, I'll hear you out. What did he mean? And then, like, they be cooking a little bit. Sometimes they be cooking. I'd be like, oh, okay, I see it. I see the vision. I didn't get that, but I see the vision.
Don't get me started on One Piece, man.
Stop. Sorry. Does anyone want to address what Kardiac just said in the chat?
What I say wrong?
I can't.
Or as he said, I'm sure I missed a lot of DandaDan glazing. Mm-hmm. Kardiac said, I can keep sucking.
I respect it. You know.
Anyways, man, let's speed run.
thank you.
Well, we can talk about Blue Lock real
Alright.
quick, and then I'm gonna have to go soon, so we can speed
Blue
run.
lock, PNG lock, JPEG lock, slideshow lock. Shit's garbage. Yo, Uzi, you better pray that they're putting all of their materials and resources into U20 because third selection is not looking too good, my boy. Literally, episode 2, I was in tears for the entire 23 minutes. I was in tears because of how bad it is. River, go peep my recent if you want to see the.
No, I think I seen you tweet something about you was crying, but I haven't seen. I haven't watched the clip.
I'm not like saying that as like an insult or anything. I was genuinely like in tears. That shit. Is
No, Uzi said he is. He is praying. For
yeah,
that.
Man,
Man,
you literally better pray.
The thing is, though,
I hope that's the case because U20 is the best arc in the series. But
yeah,
That's
I'm
what I
very
get for
excited
guessing
for
that
U20.
mid ass shit.
I'm excited for you.
I'm happy
So-
because Blue Lock fans need to be humbled.
Look, man. Look, at the end of the day, man. If they do U20s correctly, I haven't read the manga, obviously, but I know the hype. I've seen what it's going to look like. It's going to be, and that's enough for me, man. We don't need everything to look super nice all the
It's not
time.
100%.
You know what I'm
Look at
saying?
season one.
Season 1 wasn't even that amazing.
Yeah.
You know, if anything,
The goalpost
I'm
is
just
being moved, ladies.
I'm just watching the manga on my screen instead of
The
reading.
goalpost is being moved,
So,
ladies and gentlemen.
You know,
The goalpost is being moved. There's no way for this series to be heralded in the same ilk, in the same rooms and conversations.
okay, I know what you're gonna say. This isn't me.
As some of you tried that shit too, nigga.
No, it's
I saw
Haikyuu.
you.
I know you're going to Haikyuu. I could never.
Let's just call out. Let's just call out Uzi whilst we're here, man. Fuck it.
I can go.
Wait a minute. Who's
the
putting
backseat.
Blue Lock in the same room as any?
Oh, so basically in the Discord, I was having a conversation with Uzi, and Uzi had the urge. He had the audacity, the unmitigated gore to tell me that Blue Lock had a better cast than Haikyuu, and then he said
He just said in the chat.
it's
better than Haikyuu.
He listed characters that he thinks are good, and he said maybe Hinata. At that point, I was checked out of the conversation.
Urzi.
It's good, Margaret.
You're better than this. You're better than this.
Can we get Blue Lock past something like Baki first before we start talking about like? I
Can
don't
we
even
get
have a
it
good example.
past
Can we get it past
Tsubasa?
like? Yeah, can we get past other football anime before we start talking about? Like, let's get past Ao Ashi or Inazuma 11 before we start talking about.
She's too high. of a bar.
Let's
Okay,
get
true.
Blue Lock
You're
past Rising Impact before we
There we go.
we
That's-
discuss.
Okay.
That's more.
Let's
That's
get Blue Lock
more
past
fine.
Rising Impact before we even think about discussing.
Let's get it to top 3 in its season. Before we start comparing it to even other sports.
You can go higher than that. Let's get it to top 10 in the season before.
Okay. All right. Okay. Nate, well, what are the 10 better anime this season?
All right, say
Blue
less.
Lock,
All right,
man?
say less. I'll give you-
And keep
I
in
was
mind,
saying.
U20s is going to be this season, right? So you got to include that.
So we got no.
My dear
We're going
Nicotine.
off right now. We're going off what we have right now.
Dear.
I can't
what are
sit
the
here and
10
predict
better
what they're gonna do
anime?
for U20. I can pick the 10 right now. We have Re Zero, we have
Yeah.
DandaDan, we have Blue Box, we have Orb, we have Ranma, we have Dragon Ball Daima, we have
Daima.
Yakuza Fiancé, we have the negative positive angler,
What?
Shangri-La Frontier
Mecha
season
Ude.
2.
Shangri-La Frontier. You have
River,
Ao
All right,
River.
this is
I'm
unserious.
watching
This is
Zero.
unserious.
I'm
This is
watching
unserious.
15 shows. Blue Lock's not one of them.
Hey, I'm sorry.
It's- Like let's get it in top 10 of its season, and then we can discuss it. Blue Lock.
Surely it's top
Ron's
10.
Forbidden Deduction season 2.
7 Deadly
I'm
Sins,
sorry.
4 Nights of the Apocalypse.
Like based off what we have, based off the episodes that have released so far, it is not.
Stop.
Motherfucking Ghost season 2.
Did you see season 2?
How do
You're
you
gonna sit here
Fletcher
and tell me
season
that
3?
slideshow,
River, come on.
that
How do you
manga
Fletcher
promotional
season 3?
video. I'm waiting for the show to actually drop.
I
He
like
dropped
the,
a
I
manga
like the first
promotional video for
episode.
episode 2. Nothing
The first
happened in the first
episode was
episode. What
good,
did you like
man.
about it?
It was a good build.
Did you see them kicking balls out there?
What the fuck is this? As a reincarnated Aristocat, I will use my appraisal skills to rise in the world season 2. River, come on. Are you not watching that?
Blue
Are you
Exorcist?
not watching that?
I am watching Blue
Okay.
Exorcist, man.
Okay.
Why is this a season of blues, man? Blue Exorcist, Blue Lock, and Blue Box. A lot
And,
of blue. I do like
Blue.
blue.
A lot of blue.
There's
Yeah.
another one, Blue Miburo, or the Blue Wolves of Mibu.
Bro, what
I
if
just
Blue,
passed
what
that.
if Blue
I
Period
can't
has a
wait.
surprise
Ooh.
appearance?
I
can't wait for that
can't
to
wait
drop.
for the Blue Wolves and Mibu to come out. I'm waiting for that one.
I can't wait for that to
Blue
drop.
Wolves. Yeah, that
I'm
looks like
I'm
it's
excited
gonna
for that. I read
All right,
the
man.
manga a bit.
Let's speed run these real quick. I gotta go on like
All right, we
10.
got Dragon Ball Daima. It's Dragon Ball.
Cool.
be solid first
More
episode.
Dragon Ball.
You know what I'm saying? So the first episode. We have
Oh,
Negative, Positive Angler. It's about fishing. Pretty solid show.
I don't think
The
I'm
guy-
tapping into that. I'm not gonna lie.
The guy
You
is
just be
he's
watching shit.
diagnosed with a condition.
I'm gonna
and
say, yeah, he's diagnosed with a condition. He has what 2 years?
2
to
years,
live?
2 years to live.
2 years to live.
And he gets like he also he's in debt.
and he's in debt, so he's just like, he's like,
He just want to kill us.
I
Yeah,
guess
he's
trigger
just ready to
warning.
just die. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess trigger warning. He's like, I'm gonna end it all. He fails to do that because he's just a fuck up. So he finds himself on like this like fishing camp, and he finds the beauty in fishing. And the first episode ends with his house being torn down. So I don't really know where.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the second episode yet.
But the second episode, nothing much. Like he gets taken by the people, he gets employed at the shop, and then he just more fishing at the end. But it's more so like due to like it's just more so like going to be about like the connections that he's
Okay,
going to make with
okay.
other people.
Yeah.
Mm.
Obviously,
If you-
he has some type
With
of
the
like,
fish.
obviously he has some type of traumatic past that we don't know about yet. That we obviously most likely will go into later on because his friends from college showed up and they said because his parents are paying for college, but he hasn't been college in years or in like how long. So there's something going on that we obviously they're gonna explain later on. But
If you
It
like
just seems
Spice
to be
Life, you like it.
yeah, it's just gonna be a pretty
Okay.
solid.
I feel like a bully from 2008. Y'all are explaining this, and I'm like, this is some lame ass shit. Fuck anime. I'm not cool with this.
What about Magilumiere?
No, I don't think I heard of it.
What is
What
that?
is
Okay.
that?
If search up Magilumiere Magic Girls Incorporated, like you'll be like, oh, this
Shoujo?
this manga. No, it's a shonen. This manga got it. This manga got an anime. It's in Jump
here
Plus.
it
I think
is.
it's from Jump Plus.
I don't think I recognize this, but
I only
Like,
read
this
like
manga,
5
and
things
it's
on
all over
Jump
Manga
Plus.
Plus. If you keep up with Manga Plus, but
okay.
no one's watching it because Prime licensed it. So
Woo!
Like
All right.
Prime, like the drink.
no, like Amazon
No.
Prime.
Prime
Oh.
like the drink. Yeah, at this point, let's wrap it up, man. Let's wrap it up. He's doing too much. Let's wrap it up.
He wants to get
wrap
on the
it up.
soccer field so bad.
Let's wrap it up.
He's thirsting for Prime. He's thirsty.
Let's wrap
I
it
do
up,
not
bro.
drink Prime. Let's make that clear. I do not drink Prime.
Magilumiere Magical Girls acts as the daring question. What if Magical Girls was a business? It's a pretty interesting concept so far. And a nice story. You know, episode one was cute. So I recommend that one. It's
Okay.
One that
respect
didn't
your
get mentioned.
recommendation.
One that didn't get mentioned is was it You Are Miss Servant?
Yeah,
About
you know,
assassin.
I had that put up on the side. I saw that was.
yeah,
An
solid first
assassin.
episode.
What is it
Pretty
called?
much trying to learn how You Are Miss Servant.
You are Mr.
It's about an assassin that just like straight killing, and then she's now finally like, she's pretty much like learning how to live a normal human life, as a servant. But obviously, she doesn't know. She doesn't have any of the hospitality capabilities, so she's learning that, and also like trying to live a new life and learn to live as a regular person. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty.
It's a comedy, right?
It's more like a heartfelt type of slice of life thing.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, comedy. It's a rom com.
It has as much comedy as so far. I've only seen the first episode. It has as much comedy as something like a Nakatoro.
Detective Conan. Oh, okay.
It's-
Never mind.
Yeah, it's more like a slice of life kind of situational rom com.
I'm gonna check it out.
I'm trying to. Oh, you
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
this? You are
yeah,
Mr.
no, I don't.
The art style. I kind of like the art
I don't
style.
go for comedies like that.
Yeah, the production is pretty nice.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
pretty.
nice.
It's pretty high up there for a new anime on Mao. It's pretty high up there. You know?
Bro, can y'all stop, bro? What is going on, man?
Ban them from the chat.
man. Y'all on my dick, man. This is insane.
Ban them from the chat. And I guess last one that we
From
can
the
mention, which
screen
I'm actually liking a lot because I never actually watched the original
Suma Show.
Ranma Ranma and a half or Ranma half.
Oh yeah, you did say that one.
Yeah,
goat.
I'm.
I want to talk about. You want to talk about the greatest mangaka of all time, Rumiko Takahashi, the GOAT.
You said Takahiko Inoue?
I did not. No.
Nah, you
He
must. You
wishes.
said Urasawa?
He wishes. He also wishes.
Did you say my brain is.
He can't read. He can't.
I'm sorry.
Read.
I'm sorry.
What's bro name, bro? Why am I blanking on my goat? Urasawa, yeah, Urasawa.
Urasawa's manga anime?
Why am I stupid?
No, they're not.
Did I hear
No.
Togashi?
What does that have to do with anything?
All Takahashi's manga are anime, and not just anime. Critically acclaimed anime, classics.
Half of that shit is just more Inuyasha. Please stop.
More Inuyasha. Get out of here.
Please stop.
Get out of here.
Please stop, bro.
Who you
That
repping?
is kind of.
You said Takahashi, right?
Yeah, Takahashi, the GOAT. The GOAT.
You got
You did not say
you got
Urasawa.
Inuyasha, you got Urusei Yatsura, Ranma,
Yeah, Urusei Yatsura.
Mermaid Star. There's a lot.
Meizani Koku. You got to go back to
Mermaid
the
Forest.
80s.
There's a lot.
Bro, TK, am I
You
bugging,
like
bro?
that's disrespectful, bro.
Am I hearing him
Man, we
wrong? I
don't-
don't think he's saying
we don't with the
Urasawa.
90s.
No, we
Now-
know Inoue and like Urasawa like the.
No, they wish. You
Okay,
know,
stop. No, sorry,
We done
pause
with
a
the
second. Sorry, pause a
90s,
second, please.
man.
I need to
They
address
wish.
something in chat. Did
Can't
I hear
hear.
Oda? Now, this is the things I have to say about mangakas like Oda. I'm not discrediting them at all, but I think in terms of like quality and quantity, I can't put Oda in that conversation because he only
You
has
can't be a
one
single
piece.
series.
He only has one piece to his
Yeah,
name.
no, you can't be.
But
You can't
it's
be-
even though
One Piece,
even though
though.
it's as masterful, but this I hear that even though it's as masterful as it is, when talking about mangaka who can do it multiple times on the same amount of quality,
But could they
that's
do
who I'm putting in.
Could
the
they do
conversation.
1,000 chapters though?
Okay,
I
Of
hear
one
you.
series?
I
okay,
hear
but
you. I wholeheartedly understand.
Listen. Because
That's just me personally. How
niggas
I-
was saying the same thing about Kishimoto, that he was the GOAT when Naruto was releasing, and then he released Samurai 8.
Look,
People say the same thing about George Morikawa.
But
Did y'all read Samurai 8?
Naruto has certain like One Piece has better quality overarching than Naruto does. So
No, listen,
feel like that's why
I
Kishimoto-
wholeheartedly understand.
the
but I'm
under-
talking in terms of quality and quantity.
I see what you're
but-
saying though,
But
but
at the same time,
I
at
hear
the
you,
same
though.
time,
I hear you.
Kishimoto cooked a little with Naruto, right? Naruto's his best work, and then he released Samurai. Everything else he released. Have you read anything about Kishimoto? Like, who's to say what Oda's going to do
yeah.
after One Piece ends? Nothing. The man's gonna retire.
he's not doing
But
anything. Yeah,
I mean, I would. The man's
that's like Jordan. He's like Michael Jordan. He won his rings and he
It's
retired.
the same thing with George Morikawa. Like he started EPO in like 1998, I think, or something like that, and it's been going. No, I think it was before that actually. I'm tweaking, and it's been going on 1,400
But
and something.
my
Chapters. He doesn't need to do anything else.
My GOAT Takahashi has
To be
written
fair.
several long-running series, all turned into several long-running animes, and now all of them are getting remade. Like, who's doing it like her? Who's doing it like her? Huh? How many more she got on her wall? All of them. Like,
Tatsuki Fujimoto.
how many more she got on her wall?
Anyways, man.
Yeah,
on that note,
She got multiple.
Yeah, boss real.
What does Inoue have? 2? He has 2?
Free. Wait, we talking about what? Have been adapted?
What? You got Slam Dunk, Real, and Vagabond, right?
Vagabond peak. All free.
Okay, but
Tens.
Miko got like 5, so like the numbers.
And what is that? He has
I don't-
quality back to back to back.
I don't know.
and Urasawa, man.
I don't know how you guys
And
do that,
Urasawa, like,
but
oof.
like she's the GOAT. Like,
Come on, bro.
living,
And
breathing.
Urasawa got
no
two
one doing it like-
adapted now, man. Wait till 20th Century Boys get adapted. I already know.
No one talking about.
I don't want to hear
See,
nothing after that.
See,
No
that's
one's
the
adapted
problem.
those.
You gotta wait for your GOAT to get some, to get something. My GOAT always gets something.
Yeah, to be fair,
Every year.
yeah, I mean,
Every year they're like,
I mean,
"Ty,
I mean,
you
I mean,
want
to-
another
let
I mean,
Manga?"
Vagabond get
no.
adapted. We're gonna be having a different
I mean,
conversation.
Vagabond. I don't see.
See,
ever
but
getting
you're
adapted
speaking,
simply because
you're
of
speaking in
You don't get
hypothetical-
points for being old, buddy.
You're
simply
speaking-
because
You're
of Inoue.
speaking in
Yeah,
hypothetical. You're speaking hypotheticals. Ranma's airing now. You keep saying,
Okay,
let
but is
Vagabond
it
get-
better than any Inoue
Ranma's
story?
airing now.
No.
Ranma's airing right now.
Is it better than any
Inuyasha
Inoue
Wait,
story?
bro.
Urusei
Hey.
Yatsura came back.
Y'all think you cooking, man? Wait till Horikoshi drops your hero, bro. Come on, bro. It's over.
Yeah, on
bro.
that note, guys, thank you guys for stay tuned into the podcast. We're gonna end it here. Appreciate you, RJ, for coming on. Kardiac, go ahead and send any parting words because
Anyway,
I'm ready to cut this shit. You talking about your hero?
I'm so done.
We need to stop this. He needs to be stopped. You can't allow this to happen.
Before we cut, man, make sure to check out RJ's channel, man. Link in the title, man. Click on that. For some reason, you haven't seen On the Rise. Bangers! And I know bangers. Yeah, man, tap in over there, man. And make sure to subscribe.
Thank you.
And then before or after you do that, subscribe to us because we're trying to hit 1K by the end of the year. Still time. So I think it's possible, man. It's possible. Like the vid. Let us know what your top anime this season is in the comments. And yeah, man. We gonna keep tapping
We'll see you guys in 3 months.
3. It ain't gonna be 3.
In regards to when we do the wrap up.
Next week. We will see you next week.
Talk about
watch our
next season.
Next episode.
Let me get my rocks
next
off,
podcast.
Let me get my rocks off, bro.
Oh my god.
Hey, thanks for having me, boys. Thanks for having me. It's a blast.
Thank you for coming on, Mr. 10K.
Appreciate it,
Mr. 1 out of 10, man. Y'all be easy, man. We gonna catch.
You said 1 out of 10. 10K is like a 3 out of 10 for him now. 4 out of 10. Come on now.
Oh yeah, my fault. I'm dealing with a pro
Come on,
here.
man.
My fault, man.
Actually,
I tried to.
Surprisingly, River's not wrong. It actually.
That's what I like.
Oh yeah, because you had the 100K and then what, a 40, right?
I had 100K and then I think the free runs at like a 20.
20. Okay.
Here we go. There we go.
You know, I be
man.
pocket
We love
watching.
that out of the guy,
You know.
man. But anyways, man,
You know.
follow the Twitch. You know what I'm saying? We finna get affiliated. We finna be streaming a little more over there. Join Discord. Chop it up with us. Patreon first link. Out of the vibes, man. Content all around, man. But we love you guys. Flow out. Peace.
Peace.